Tap the bell icon after subscribing and turn on notifications, and you'll never miss a video again. Thanks, guys.
What's going on, Internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH, and I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Game Illuminaughty podcast. We are the Enlightened Gamers, and we somehow made it to episode 62. Rocking with me today is my co-host with his own brand of water. Some call him Hollywood, but we just call him Ethos. What's your opening statement for today, sir?
Hey, yo, support my water, dog. We helping the kids around the world. It's Ethos Water. You can find it at your hipster spots all over the United States.
Yeah. And my second co-host has been attending a lot of weddings lately. Some say he catches the bouquet at all of them. I say that's none of my business. UTX soon to be engaged to the Don. Say what up to the people, man.
If it happens, it happens. You know, that's life, yo. You love somebody that shit happens.
Yo, right. That's deep. Love. Hey, I like that. And my third guest got a new EP coming soon, and he finally got some lotion for them ashy elbows. Hey, say what up to the
people. What up, gang.
All that bullshit. And our special guest for today is one of our Patreon backers who we appreciate. He goes by, and correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Wakaichi?
Yeah, you good, dog.
But we just gonna call him Walker. We just gonna call him Walker. Say what up to the people. If you got a Twitter, YouTube, anything you want to shout out, let them know what it is, man.
You know what's up? My name's Walker. My Twitter's Ichiro Young _. ICHIROYOUNG _ But I most of the shit I post in Japanese, so probably won't. Niggas probably won't even understand what I'm posting, but yeah.
He said, y'all uncultured swine. Uncultured swine.
You're right.
Yeah, I got translate.
They said, Brick Squad in the chat. What's the name? My opening statement I was going to say is make sure y'all check y'all Patreon messages. Although Walker just told us that sometime that shit is not working, so we're going to have to look into that. And I say check y'all messages because the other day I sent out codes. I sent out 7 copies of Strafe to people that won the indie game giveaway for June. I know it's a little late, but we was busy with like E3. I didn't forget y'all. I dropped them codes. Go check the Patreon if you're a Patreon backer. 7 people. We gave away 7 codes. Usually we only do like 1, but if we get some extra codes, we're going to hook y'all up. So check your messages. You might have won a game. And of course, feel free to take the show on the go. The GI podcast is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and the Google Play Store. Make sure to download our free app available on iOS and Android to keep up with the latest news. And just search Game Illuminaughty on the store. And let's cut all the promotion and get into the show. All right, so E3's over. We're a week away from it now. Lots of press conferences, lots of different news. I think we can go ahead and start with the Xbox press conference. Let's start with the first thing first. They started off the press conference with the Xbox One X announcement, $500. They said it's going to have like 12 gigs of DDR4 RAM, I think, and 6 teraflops and 100 gazillion gigawatts. Since you the guest, Walker, how did you feel about the Xbox One X announcement? Were you impressed?
I mean, considering it's a console, yeah, but the only niggas that understand all the techno lingo bullshit is PC people, and PC niggas have been had that shit. So it's kind of like, what are they doing here?
I feel that. How you feel about the price point?
I mean, I'm fucking astonished, to be honest. Like, I was super duper surprised. Like, with all the tech specs they got, and only to fucking put that shit at $500, I don't know. Microsoft might have took that W this year.
How you feel, Jay? You agree with his sentiments?
Yeah, I was honestly surprised at that $500. I was like, for what they're talking about this being the most powerful console ever, which they told us like a million times during that whole conference. They're going to be taking a loss definitely if it can do what they said it was going to do. Now we've only heard of one game so far that can run at 4K 60 FPS, but I'm trying to look for the other games to see what they can potentially do. If they can really get that at 4K 60 FPS, they're going to be taking a loss for sure, but like it's really going to be legit, and I wouldn't be mad at it at all. So, because I think we were saying like at least like 700 when we were trying to predict the price. So 500, I was very, very surprised at that.
Okay. Anon, you got your new EP coming out. Do you feel like the Xbox One X will be able to play it in 4K?
Yeah, you know, 4K Spotify.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm really impressed with that. You know what I'm saying? So when you busting heads on Call of Duty or Gears of War or some shit, you know what I'm saying? You could just have, you know, had an EP playing in the background. I think that's just kind of fire. But I mean, in all seriousness, though, I do agree. I think the new Xbox, the price point is very appropriate because it's still in like that console market. Like somebody who exclusively games on console will pay that price point, and you get a 4K experience. So shit, that's a W. And it's small, like it's really small. Like the design of it is really compact and portable, which is really impressive.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's the smallest one.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And then they also said they had like some new proprietary liquid cooling system in their thing. That was one of the questions we had. How they gonna keep that shit cool?
Yeah.
Right.
Ethos, how'd you feel about the X?
It was alright.
This is what happens whenever you're fucking got beast ass PC boy.
Yeah. Like I have no need for it because, as you know, we get all the games as well, so there's really no need for it. But for a console person,
Listen, stop pushing your PC agenda.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
But you have liquid cooling Ethos?
Actually, yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do have that in my PC.
Oh my.
But for Jay's point, I can tell you it's not going to happen because they just confirmed, I think, in an interview that Crackdown 3 will run at 30 frames 4K. So I doubt this shit ain't going to run at 60 FPS 4K. We already know that it wasn't going to happen. The thing I'm curious about, though, is are they going to take a different stance on 1080p and see if they can push it to what's that
Ultra
shit?
60
FPS. Yeah, Ultra 60. But
if it doesn't do 1080p 60, then what's the point of even buying it?
Well,
yeah, honestly.
Again, this relies on how what the game is being developed for it, because the Destiny whole issue that happened, Destiny came out and said, yeah, on console it will only run at 30 FPS, and then they thought it was a whole political thing, but they said no, simply because, and this is what we say before, you can power up the GPU in these things, but if you don't move the CPU up with it, you're bottlenecking. And so CPUs are still using mobile chipsets and not like really like what PCs have. So because of this, literally games that have intense like AI and like CPU calculations are needed for like more advanced stuff in their games, they're forced to play at 30 frames no matter what, no matter how hard. All they can do is boost the resolution or boost the, the particle effects and stuff. That's the best they're going to be able to do with it. So we'll see.
That's why they were trying to be slick when they were on stage with the when they showed Forza 7, because that was running at 60 FPS, and it's like it's a racing game. There's nothing on the screen with the cars. So I think that'd be interesting how that plays. I'm not mad at the $500 price point.
Price point's good. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna pick one up. I don't know if day one, but Jenny owes me an Xbox because she broke my Xbox. But somebody picked it up when I told them not to, and they cracked the disc tray. But it's all good. I'm getting a free Xbox. Let's talk about some of the games that they announced for the Xbox. So the first thing I got, I'm just gonna go down a list and we're just gonna say what we like, dislike. Anthem, they showed that towards the end of the Xbox conference. This is the new game from BioWare, new IP. Some are calling it Iron Man Simulator. Jay, how'd you feel about Anthem?
I mean, Anthem was fire. Definitely looking at it, it looked amazing. But again, you got to keep the point that just because Microsoft showed it, it's not their game though, because it's coming out for everything just about. But Anthem looked dope. I compared it to like Destiny meets Mass Effect meets Titanfall. Like that's what it pretty much was. And with it being co-op, I'm a sucker for that. So was it? I think 4 people. So 4-person co-op. Like I think that'll be a great squad game for us. I would like to know more, definitely, but we saw like a lot of Mass Effect elements in there for sure. I know you all pointed it out. A lot of people were saying like this is what Andromeda should have been. So I think that maybe they did actually take more time and focus on this, and maybe that's why Andromeda didn't come out as well cooked as people thought it was going to be. But I'm looking forward to it though for sure. But I don't have to get an Xbox for it, so whatever.
Ethos, super BioWare fan. How'd you feel about Anthem?
Man, ever since I sold out to EA, I've got to obviously say I love this shit, right? Honestly, I had PTSD. Okay, so there's 2 things. First, I was upset because then I think we all said the same thing when we came out. I was upset that Mass Effect got sacrificed for this. So I'm always going to be salty about this game no matter what, because they killed one of my favorite franchises for it. So it better be fucking the best game I've ever played in my life. And two, I'm kind of worried about it because literally I'm getting flashbacks of how Destiny was revealed and how the Division was revealed. It was literally the exact same setup, the exact same like way they PR market it. So I'm very concerned about that. I've been playing Destiny 1, you know, but I'm happy it has 4-player co-op. If there's anything positive I can say, I'm happy to see that there's 4-player co-op finally, because that's how co-op is done, not 3 people. Bungie.
I like doing odd numbers.
I'm just curious to why. I'm curious to why it's called Anthem, because I had a different interpretation of what that word meant.
Yeah.
Is music gonna be involved with this game? Like, I'm confused by the title.
I mean, if I can't play March Madness while I shoot it out,
Yeah, exactly. 6 out of 10 automatically.
Walker, how'd you feel about Anthem?
I mean, the shit looked dope, but nigga, it's E3. Like, don't let them put the fucking the blinders over your eyes. Like, let's wait till it comes out or we get more what's it called, like footage and shit. But yeah, because these companies are notorious for making shit look good at fucking E3, but that shit comes out and it says. So you know, yeah.
March Madness.
I think
I get excited for anything these days.
when we were at the conference, I think it was Anon. He was the most excited about Anthem. Explain why, because he was geeking over it at the show.
I was. I'm super into exosuits and shit like that. So like, I just thought it was gonna be. I was just like, yo, this looks like right up my alley, because it seems to fuse like fantasy elements with the actual like exploring of the world and shit like that, and futuristic sci-fi elements, which I'm super down for all the time. I just really hope it doesn't turn out to be like another Division or another Destiny. And yeah, I mean, kind of, I feel the same way that Ethos did. They sacrificed Andromeda for us. So like, I'm like, all right, there's no excuse, bitch. Like, it better be fire, or somebody getting slandered.
Or I will no longer probably support BioWare games. Like,
Right, pretty much.
I don't know about that, Ethos.
I'm pretty sure.
Your
I'll
love
be,
and hate for EA as a whole.
Well, I've kind of changed over the past year, where it's like I don't really care now, but a lot. But I just don't. BioWare used to be my favorite studio, but they are no longer. They have not been my favorite studio since Witcher came out. So I don't know what they are to me anymore. I don't know what I think about them.
They're just whatever.
They're
just
by E3.
Yeah, they're just EA. Yeah, they're just like they're like they're like a childhood friend that you haven't seen in a long time, and then like you meet them again, like
they're different,
you're
bro.
like 25, and they're just different. You're just like you just accept them for who they are now, but but you just at the back of your head you're just like, I just remember you were so much different, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not gonna like cry over it too much.
I have a couple questions. Like, it looked good, but it's like, how, from my understanding, there's only one planet. So how big is that planet and how much content will it contain? Because if it's another Division, like what I hated about the Division is it took place in Manhattan, but they didn't even use the entire barrel. Like, you couldn't even go to Harlem. Like, it was literally like 40th Street to like 48th Street. Like, it was like a few blocks of Manhattan. I didn't like that. So it's like, how big is that planet? What type of mission structure is it going to have? Like, the different types of things you're going to do. Like,
Better not be no defend the computer
To speak against that though, just because you're in a science fiction universe doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have multiple planets for it to be good. As long as the areas are varied and are content filled, you'll be fine. It's shitty because now it's the joke or whatever, to use The Witcher as the example, but I truly feel like that had 2-3 map areas, but it was just filled with so much content and so much to do that it wasn't the fact that, oh, why isn't there more? Like, No Man's Sky is an example of having so many places you can go, but like, what can you do there? I'd rather them hone in and focus on like everything that you can do if it's not like a huge area, as opposed to you can go to all these different fucking places, but you can't do a goddamn thing there. You niggas can look at each other's exosuits.
I think customization is important for this game too. Like, I want to be able to deck out my Iron Man suit. I don't want to play an archetype, just a regular archetype. I want to get paint jobs, logos, and shit.
They said that they're gonna have that.
You think there would be PvP in this game?
There better be.
That'd be fire.
That'd be fire.
PvP. Yeah, PvP is needed.
But
I could
it's-
see it being in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so little that we know about it though, so it's kind of hard to judge it. Did they give like any type of estimate, like release window for this one?
They mentioned
2018.
early 2018.
2018. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be early. I think it's
I've
gonna be
heard-
like a summer hit.
I think it's gonna be a fall. It's gonna come out. In the
Yeah,
fall.
summer or fall. Yeah.
there's no way Bioware is releasing their game in the summer.
No way.
I don't think so. Because
Nah,
they
high
can
profile.
hold it.
Summer
They
summer
can-
is for games like Agents of Mayhem, nigga. Okay.
But
What type of
wow,
Like-
JD, how do you feel about that?
JD, you gonna let that man say that shit?
Like it's
Hey,
good.
I mean, yeah, I can like I'm over here. Like
I mean, you
thinking,
went to
like,
the event.
No, but Agents of Mayhem,
Out to Deep Silver.
Agents of Mayhem looks good, but come on, it can't compete with the fall games. That's why it's coming out in the summer, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a B-level
I ain't
game.
mad at him.
We need more B-level games. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's see. Other games we had on the list: Code Vein. Everybody's calling this one the what's it called? The
anime Dark Souls.
The anime Dark Souls. I'm not a big Dark Souls fan. Ethos. Do you know anything what differentiates this from the competition?
Well, actually, I don't think it is going to be a Dark Souls game. I think it's going to be a Monster Hunter type of what is it? What's that other God Eater game? Because the only reason I say that is because the studio that's making it is the same ones that made God Eater. So that's where I'm like, it may look like Dark Souls in the trailers, but I have a strong feeling when they show like the actual gameplay, not just like highlight clips, it might be more like co-op focused and stuff like that. Or I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then and it's Dark Souls, awesome. It'll
That
just be-
one game was supposed to be
Dark
co-op
Souls.
focused. That shit wasn't. What was that shit we played?
Which one?
Neo.
Yeah. It was co-op focused.
No, you had to beat the
Yeah.
shit. Nah. This man Ethos told me that shit got co-op, so I went out and bought it. Then you gotta
It
you gotta beat the damn level to play co-op. Why would I beat the level just to play co-op with you?
Oh,
because
that is
they
kinda
have
annoying.
because they have like harder modes basically, which will require you to have teammates, which give you better loot.
Whatever.
That's the co-op. Yeah,
So
exactly.
the game's confirmed to only be for tryhards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Basically.
pretty much.
Masochist.
You know what? I got a video for you.
I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna
get good.
expose you. Get
good.
nerd.
Does anybody care about Code Vein?
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
nigga. That shit
absolutely.
look fine.
Anime and
What looks so
Dark
special
Souls?
to you about it? What's so special about it?
Nigga is anime Dark Souls. nigga.
That's all I need.
Listen, I ain't gotta explain shit. All right, this shit got anime and samurais and it's Dark Souls. I'm gonna play it, nigga.
It's like,
'Cause
Master, I ain't
enjoy
gotta
that.
explain this shit. It's just
Exactly.
fire. I'm gonna play this
Exactly.
True.
I guess. I know Jay don't care about it. Do you care about these type of games, Walker?
I mean, no, not really. It's kind of a man. Oh, but let me get this out. Let me get this thing out of it. Yes, I forgot to say this in the beginning. Yes, all you niggas, I'm black and I'm Japanese and I'm also a sumo wrestler. All right, that's it.
Going down the line.
My bad.
Crackdown 3 was shown.
I'm back.
Actually, Jay, I know you got time to actually play with it. How did you feel about Crackdown for the people who didn't get to see the video on the channel?
For when I played in the 10 minutes, it was like mindless fun. Like it was literally like the first and the second one, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I was looking for a little bit more. And I know people were correcting us a million times. Yes, the destruction isn't for single player, it's supposed to be for multiplayer. But I still want to see something. Like I didn't see anything that I was like, wow, like this looks really good. You know what I mean?
Did
Like,
they ever
I need to see-
explain what was the design choice behind only putting it in multiplayer? Because I would think it would be more strenuous on the CPU and GPU to only do destruction
to do
in
it in
multiplayer.
right?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to you. You might as well put it in the damn single player.
I'm thinking that multiplayer is probably not going to be like the full experience. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
probably won't be open.
Oh, a
world.
smaller
It'll
map.
probably be like a smaller
Yeah.
map. Yeah, open
Or
world
a separate area.
So basically,
Yeah.
Terry Crews is smoke and mirrors.
Right.
Yeah, like I need Terry Crews. Like I need Terry Crews to be a playable character
He has
and like just run down and just destroy the building just by running into them. Like something spectacular. Like something, man. Like Terry Crews being on there, we were like, oh man, this shit gonna be fire. But I was just like, I was not impressed at all. But again, like I want to play it. I want to play it because I can. I don't have to get an Xbox for it. But like I didn't see anything special. Like I need to see a little bit more. That 10-minute demo, it didn't show me anything that wowed me. So
Remember when we promised full destruction all throughout the map? Well, forget about that. We got Terry Crews now. Like,
Hey, you guys remember the cloud? Remember that thing?
oh yeah, they didn't even mention the cloud this year.
Have you noticed the cloud has never been brought up?
Yeah,
like,
the cloud doesn't exist anymore. Yeah.
They've never brought up the
That's
cloud.
why they built the Xbox One X. Because the cloud wasn't real.
We can't even get the power
That's
out the
great.
cloud for these games. We can't even get 1080p 60 FPS by using the cloud. So
That's
let's
great.
make another console.
God damn,
amazing.
the cloud is irrelevant. It was a lie.
The cloud
They lied.
Hashtag the cloud is fake.
Fake news. The cloud was fake.
Very, very fake cloud. Waka, how did you feel about Crackdown 3?
Sad.
I mean, I didn't play the first two games, but it looked. What is it? Oh yeah, it looked the design. It looked a lot like the most recent Saints Row. And I know Crackdown came first with the superhero like powers and shit, but it looked really Saints Row 4-esque to me. So it looks like it's gonna be pretty fun, like one of those mindless fun titles.
So based off what you played, Jay, do you feel like? Because I remember we were like, this could be the console seller. Do you think this is a reason to pick up the Xbox One X?
No.
Damn.
No.
Ain't how'd you feel about
No.
Crackdown 3? He said just no. He said I'm
bro.
good. I'm good.
You know what's funny? I used to be really hyped about Crackdown 3 because I played the first two and shit. And when they first announced it, I was like, okay, cool. But like over time, I've just stopped caring. And especially now, after like what I've heard from everybody who's like played it and shit like that, and seeing it myself, I'm like, whatever, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the only thing positive is that it's still coming out because there was a moment where we were like on the fence and they finally said, okay, it's coming out. So I was like, all
It's
right,
not
at
scale
least I'm
bound.
still making it. Yeah, it ain't scale bound. Like, cause y'all need some games, man. Like, this is what we've been talking about for the longest. Like, y'all need to come out with y'all titles. So,
Right.
They finally revealed it at the show, and I found myself, I just didn't care for some reason. And then
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I found the Terry Crews reveal to be mad obnoxious. I wasn't feeling it. I'm not 14, so I couldn't get into it. Going down the list, Dragon Ball FighterZ was shown. Some actual gameplay was shown on the Xbox conference. This is a game that came out of nowhere. It leaked right before E3, but it was some screenshots, so people were kind of like, I don't know, what is this? They showed it on that Xbox conference, and coming out of E3, just talking to a lot of people, everybody agreed Dragon Ball FighterZ is top 5 coming out of the show. But from a spectator's standpoint, looking from home, how did you feel about it, Walker?
I mean, I'm not really that big into fighters, but it looked pretty dope. I grew up on I played the old Dragon Ball Z's on the PS2, the Budokai Tenkaichi. That shit was pretty fire, and I mean, the shit was pretty fire. But yeah, I stay away from fighters. I don't enjoy getting my ass beat.
I feel that. Ethos, you're not into fighters. Would you pick this one up? Actually, yes, I would.
Yeah, sure. I absolutely would. I mean, I'm a Tekken god now, so
okay.
Oh,
You still haven't caught these hands with Steve Fox.
all I'm saying is you ducked me at E3. You wasn't ready.
Nigga, I was going to bed. I was trying to get up in the morning for my appointment.
You was on your
Nah.
excuses.
Yeah, I was working on the site, the website. You know, articles. You had to do those.
Yeah, I did mine too.
We'll go buy the game and you can catch a fade on stream, nigga.
You will catch this fade when we stream Tekken next time I buy it.
Everybody knows I was working.
Everybody, put it in the chat. TBH gonna take a fucking big
This
ass
man
L.
lying on my name. This
I'm
man's
whooping his
lying.
You know,
on
if you
different Tekken
lose now,
characters.
you know if
I
you
know,
lose what the
I know.
video's
I'll
gonna
take a
be.
big
He gonna chop this one part out.
First of all, even if he beats me, he still takes an L because this nigga plays Lucky Chloe, so he already gets an L
No,
for that.
I don't play.
Yeah, you do. I don't even want to hear
That
it.
was the starter.
This nigga playing the new Eddie boy. The new Eddie boy. I don't even want to hear it. Anybody can catch this fade with fucking Steve Fox, boy.
For niggas that getting their ass whooped, it don't matter. I'm going.
Hold up. Why am I talking to this nigga? He don't even have the game. He doesn't even have the game.
You can't even fire them.
Hey, don't use that white privilege bullshit with me. I'll grab that game. I'm gonna throw these hands, boy.
Hey, you see, no man.
Wait a minute.
Boy, you
No
see
man
play
white.
scrubby characters.
No man salty because I beat him with scrubby characters. If he was really a good fighter,
He was
beat me
whooping
with
your ass though. That was pretty funny that night.
I will. I give no man credit.
Fighter.
Well, go back credit. Reddit 2 days later that he started wailing on because then he started actually playing like he was playing at Evo.
Oh,
that
he's playing his mains and shit. Yeah, bad.
That shows that it was actually a challenge because he had to pull out his tryhard people. So it's all good either way. Respected Nomad though. He did say
This man Ethos talking hella shit, boy.
Yo,
Nomad gonna beat your ass on the street, boy.
Hey, yo,
go on ahead and pick that up.
Make sure I know Fly got me, or if he listens to this, make sure you show him the clip because I know he was recording when I whooped Nomad dog with 3 different people. I want him to see that so they understand. Let him put it in the GI vlog, dog. Anyways, I'm done talking.
Ethos got an ego booster that night.
I got a hell of an ego boost, dog.
I walked in, this nigga was wearing sunglasses. He was like, "Niggas can't speak to me right now."
I'm going to Evo.
I was like, okay, Ethos, all right.
My boy Nomad said, I'll sign you up for Evo next month. I'm going to be out there with Nomad. I'm going to be subbing for him for Team Noble. Check me out. Say what's up.
Oh, my God.
Also, I will say as well, the only reason why I'm talking shit is because I haven't played Tekken since the PS1. And I pulled up on Tekken for the first time and I was wailing on niggas. That's all you got to know, dog. But what were we talking about before we
The bottom line is
Dragon
go
Ball
pick up the
FighterZ.
game when you get a chance. Fuck all that talking. Let's do it.
I'm going to pick up Tekken the moment I get an opportunity, and we're going to throw hands after I get some practice.
Who actually got to play Dragon Ball FighterZ? Now we're back on top. Who got to play it?
Yeah.
So, Anna, how'd you play it since you got hands on time?
Niggas'
With it?
asses in Dragon Ball too.
That shit was actually really fun. It reminded me of the old Marvel vs. Capcom and shit. Like, it's gonna be a different change for me because I'm so used to like the Tenkaichi kind of like Xenoverse fighters. So going back to like 2D, I guess, is gonna be weird. But I mean, the shit was smooth. It was responsive, and like all the attacks were flashy and shit. I really fuck with it. It's definitely a day one pickup.
I feel that. What about you, Jay?
I would say that this was my favorite game of E3. It was very clean. I love the art style and the way that they ended up doing the transitions. Because when we saw the screenshot, that's what everybody's wondering. Is it going to be a 2D fighter? Is it going to be a 3D fighter? The way that they do the transition, though, like when you launch somebody in the air and then go up after them, that's pretty clean. Whenever they come in for the fights, like even if you in the beginning and whenever you end up killing one of the 3 characters, that shit's fire. Marvel's Capcom 2 is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. So it feels exactly like that, just in the DBZ universe. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I felt like I was right at home. I knew all the standard like combos and everything, how to do moves. So I just felt right at home with it. Like I love this game. So this will be a day one purchase for me for sure.
Based off which I played, because it's made by the people from Guilty Gear, did it have a similar juggle system as Guilty Gear? Did y'all get a chance to try that? Figure it out?
Kinda, but not really. It felt like a little bit of Guilty Gear, like as far as launching, because even in Guilty Gear, whenever you launch a character,
launch them and then you jump up and hit them with that combo.
So
I like
that. That was Guilty Gear-esque, but I felt like the juggling wasn't really Guilty Gear-esque. It kind of was, but again, I just had more of a Marvel vs. Capcom feel, a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 feel when I was playing. So
okay, Nomad in the chat said it does.
I mean, to him it does, but it's a difference of opinion. I guess so, but I didn't really feel the Guilty Gear in it with the juggling system. That's just me, though.
I just hope they give a healthy roster with the game. I don't want characters just from Dragon Ball or only characters from Dragon Ball Z. I want them from like all different universes if that's possible. Don't withhold characters and try to charge DLC right out the gate. Like come out and do it right. Like
Capcom.
There's going to be more than 6 characters in the game.
Oh my god!
I didn't go say that, but that's funny.
Going down the line, they showed Forza Motorsport 7. I'm just gonna assume nobody cares about this.
Next.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What you got to say about Forza?
Talk that shit,
Because I like cars and shit. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it because I can go drive my car, but like, I mean, this shit is cool. Like, here's the thing: if I got code for it, like, I'd go a few rounds around the track or whatever.
You know, it's free on PC, right?
Oh, bitch! All right, cool. So, all right, well, shit.
Uncertainty.
Yeah. Forza,
cool.
was it Forza 6 Apex? It's free. Why buy 7? You can just get it free on PC. It's a 6 one, but
You
whatever.
right.
I doubt there's something drastically different between 6 and 7. The fucking racing game, bro.
There ain't. But it's the same thing as 2K. If you're gonna argue that, you have to argue like anybody who plays any of those type of games because it's the same shit every year.
Nah, there's differences between each 2K.
Well, there's different cars.
Yeah, there's differences between each Forza. There's subtle differences, but they're there.
I guess.
You see that new Porsche? That new Porsche is there?
It's red. It's red.
Come on now.
Oh, right, that Porsche. I'm on Porsche. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Swine. What's the name? This is Etho's favorite game, Life is Strange. They announced a prequel, Before the Storm. We actually got some not hands-on time, but we got a behind-the-scenes screening from Square. I'm not gonna lie, like I got Life is Strange season 1, but I didn't finish it. But getting that preview of Before the Storm made me want to go back and finish Life is Strange. We might have to stream that. How'd you feel about it?
Finish that shit.
Yo, stream that, my guy.
You said what?
I said stream that, my guy.
True.
I'm happy that something's new, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, what's the point? Like, it takes place before the first game. Max isn't in this game per se, unless apparently there's some like deluxe edition, something like that. But there's no time traveling mechanic in it.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things about Life is Strange. But instead, she has like, she Chloe's different because she has like the ability of cohesion.
She's a savage.
Yeah, basically she just does
You mean
savage
coerce,
shit.
like coercing somebody?
Coercing. Coercing somebody through physical and verbal beatdown like Flock. So that's literally what Chloe does.
Life is Flock.
Yeah, Life is Flock.
Before the Chirac.
I'm looking forward to that video game. That's my true most anticipated game at E3. Seeing the
best
demo of that
Telltale
live was just incredible. But I'm probably gonna get it, and I think fans of the game are gonna get it. But at the same time, I'm just like, okay, there's no time traveling mechanic, and I don't know. Like, I wasn't really that into the whole like Rachel thing. I was just like, oh, okay, Rachel was a character. We know what happens. I'm not gonna spoil it. So it's like, right. I don't really care about discovering their relationship, but I guess it'd be something cool to just to play and see how it is.
Actually, you know, he did say you could play that before, and those. Okay, I might wait until that.
You play before or after, it won't matter. Yeah. But I think you want to play the first game because then you understand, like, basically it's a way of understanding, you know what's going to happen, but if you play the first game, but
why
it's a way of saying how she got to that. Yeah, how did Chloe change as a person? Okay.
Did anybody else care for Before the Storm?
I did.
Go ahead.
Appreciate it. No, I did because I was a huge fan of the first one. I actually got into the first one because my man Ethos was streaming it one day, and I was like, "Oh shit, this game looks live as fuck." And then I bought it the next day, and it was pretty dope. But like piggybacking off what Ethos said, like no spoilers, but you know, it did. I don't really see the point of this. Like, we know what's gonna happen, you know. So it's just kind of like,
It's like the Biggie movie.
Like I said, the Tupac movie.
Or the Tupac movie, like we know he dies. Like,
damn, boy.
I feel that. Let's see. Going down the line, we got this one was one of my favorite things they showed on the Xbox show. Metro X. How you pronounce this? Exodus? I don't know.
Exodus.
Okay, Exodus. Yeah, that shit was fire. That was one of the most beautiful games they showed on the thing. I'm a big Metro fan after last play.
Such an underrated series.
Very.
Yes, very.
Different. It showed like different creatures. The fucking landscape with the weather effects look beautiful. The gunplay is dope in the last Metro, so I'm assuming it's gonna be great. Like, I fuck with this. This is probably a day one purchase for me.
Absolutely.
How'd you feel about it, Jay?
Like you said, it looked really, really good. Probably, I think it's going to be another game that pushes technology to the next level because I want to know what those specs are going to be like for the recommended specs on this joint. The Metro are going to probably be like super duper fire. I haven't played any Metro though, and I'm kind of mad. I'm actually might just go back and play some of the.
They are fire.
I need to play some earlier Metro.
Hey, JG though, there are some stealth segments, so just to let you know.
The stealth segments aren't that hard though, because at the end of the day, you can shoot it out.
But some of them are actually like you'll die every time if you don't.
I'll say in the first Metro, stealth aspects were harder.
The second one's more like actiony.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely got to play Last Light if you slept on that joint. That shit was fire.
Boy, that shit was fire. Nigga.
Yeah.
I gotta play both of them.
Play that shit.
So I'm gonna assume. Did you like it or not? You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I thought it was dope.
Okay. I wish they would have showed a little more. I don't really know what else to say about it other than, I mean, it looked cool.
Ready to overheat some PS4s.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which was the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest. This isn't a day one pickup, but I did like the last one, so I think I would get it maybe like on a Steam sale or something like that. I really didn't see too much of what was different from the second one. I also don't know what else could they really do different. I mean, it's a side-scrolling platformer. Was anybody else into Ori?
Yeah, that was fire. It was a great game. It was one of my probably my second favorite game of 2015.
Yeah. Explain why.
Yeah, because it was beautiful. It was a great platformer. The art style was god tier. The gameplay was fire. Just everything about it was like really good. The soundtrack, oh my god, the soundtrack was incredible. The second game, yeah, like what you said, I don't know like what's different per se, but I guess like the biggest thing is it's gonna be like very emotional because that's what the first game was. So
hope you tap into your feelings. Did anybody else like Ori?
I need to play the first one.
Same.
I feel that.
Crickets.
Yeah. That's one of those games for the cultured people.
Wines.
Fucking hipsters.
Speaking of NyQuil, let's talk about Sea of Thieves. They spent the whole half hour on stage talking about Sea of Thieves, the game we've seen for the past 3 E3s. Butt pirates on the ocean shooting at each other. Trying to take each other's ship. I don't give a fuck about this game. Did anybody? Let's ask Walker because I know none of you niggas like this shit either. Walker, did you like Sea of Thieves?
Nigga, fuck no. This is the one reason I was glad I couldn't catch this joint live. I skipped straight through that shit, nigga.
We was sleeping.
Like,
we was sleep in the damn crowd.
God damn. I was like, you know what? Maybe people are just hating on it. I watched the first 2. So I was like, nah, fuck this shit, dog. I fucking skipped that shit, boy.
They call this shit Sea of Struggles in the chat. That's great. What's the name? I don't understand the point of the game. It's like, I understand that it's open world. You can play with your friends and stuff. Well, like, what's the end game? It's like, how many times do I need to take over somebody's ship before I get bored?
I mean, you don't want to be Felice Johnson on a boat?
No.
Felice Johnson on a boat.
I like shit and I want your ship. I feel like it's a AAA Steam survival game just with a pirate coat of paint on it basically. So I don't really understand the appeal of it. What about State of Decay 2? They showed that a little bit on the stage.
Yeah, me and Ace got a behind the scenes like
Sea of Thieves. Oh my god, that's great. My man, go ahead.
Nah, you good. Me and Ace got like a behind the scenes look at it, and they're making it a lot more like detailed. And it was already a survival game, but like more survival oriented. Like, okay, we could build this, but that's gonna cost this and blah 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 and XYZ. So I think that aspect is like really interesting. It's pretty much a game that's the physical version of would Moshi survive a zombie apocalypse? Like when we were having that conversation. Like, no, I'm serious because each survivor will have like a list of traits that they have and like a negative thing about them, like snores loud.
Do you get to decide? You can decide your own traits?
No, you don't.
No.
So there's archetypes. Okay.
It's
like
all
actual
random
people, like randomly made. You can recruit them. Like it's literally Walking Dead, the video game simulator, where you have to get a group of survivors and stick together. That's why I love the first one so much.
Yeah, that's why.
Is there PvP?
There's co-op though, which is fire, and there will be like humans that are hostile, I suppose.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so it looked fire. It looked real fire. We got like a 30-minute behind closed doors.
Okay, but because there's no PvP, what separates this from Fortnite? Why not play Fortnite? That's free to play. It's the same concept.
Well, one, it came out before Fortnite, but the main idea that makes it different is like there's actual like survival. Like Fortnite was like gather supplies to build your stuff. Like this is like you have to get food, you have to get water.
I feel like Fortnite is base building.
Yeah. This is like there's like defensive stuff you have to build, but it's not like go out to the day, come back, and then just like hunker down. It's literally like you can decide on going out to the night for like high risk, high reward because the zombies get like
more
pretty much on crack cocaine. Yeah, and then there's like certain zombies that only appear at night that will murder you. And the cool thing is like it has like a Dark Souls permadeath system where if you have like your best character go out and you're playing as them, if they die, they're dead. Like you don't get them back.
Your best gal.
Your best gal is dead. And that's what I really loved about it, like the tension of the game.
Zombies
with
your best gal.
It's really good. Like I highly recommend.
And it's co-op.
The first game.
It's drop in, drop out co-op, and it's really, really seamless.
Is there an end game?
Yeah, there's like a main story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is. But the thing that I liked about the drop in drop out co-op is when you take your character to somebody else's game and help them out, if your character dies, like your character is dead, period. So that permadeath exists whether you're helping somebody out or not. So you can see a flare and choose to ignore that shit and be like, no, I'm not helping you because like I'm not trying to have my character die, or I'm not trying to take this character, blah blah blah. So it's a whole chess system.
It's like Fire Emblem, TBH. Like, you know how you have all the characters and then they can permadeath die. It's like that. And then the worst part is if you take like your best character out, right, and you give him the best gear. If he dies out there, the gear stays there. So you have to get someone else to then go out there and get him. When you get him, then you actually see your dead comrade, and they're like, damn, like I hated to be him or something like. And they have like relationships with each other. It's really cool. Yeah, like very underrated. I wish more people played it.
Right. That sounds all right. I'll look into it. Like, depends on. You think that game will be $60?
Nah, not at all.
The last game wasn't $60. Yeah, the last game was only $20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, if it's $20, I'll try it.
It was an arcade indie game.
It's fire though. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on it.
Okay. What about Super Lucky's Tale? Anybody like that? Little fox.
What is that?
That was Tails. That was Tails Simulator.
Game?
Yeah. That was. Remember, you get to play Tails from Sonic.
Skip,
that shit looked hella.
All right, this man said skip. So we're moving on to the PlayStation conference. All right, so during the PlayStation conference, they had the Call of Duty World War II multiplayer reveal. We actually got some hands-on time with it. Me, Ethos, Anon. How'd you feel about it, Anon?
It was dope. I mean, but I'll say again what I said yesterday. I think it's interesting and it's good for a Call of Duty game, but there's nothing, me personally, that I feel like I can get out of it that I won't get from Battlefield 1.
Okay.
Me personally.
Okay. And what did you think when you were watching it, Walker? What did you think of World War II?
I mean, I looked at it and I was like, this is very, I'm getting a World at War vibe off of this. I mean, it looks decent, but, it's a Call of Duty, so, rinse and repeat every year one comes out. I will say it will be interesting to see Sledgehammer with this one, because Sledgehammer doesn't have so far they don't have a good track record with Call of Duty games. They helped on Modern Warfare 3, and that one was kind of meh. And their standalone was Advanced Warfare, and that one was kind of like so we'll see. We'll give them a chance, I guess.
I feel that. I like the new game mode they showed off. You got to push the tank. That was cool. Then you get. Yeah, Overwatch mode basically is cool. It works in Call of Duty, so I'm not mad at it. Based off like what I played, like it was fun. Like it's not bad, y'all. But at the same time, like it's not a day one purchase for me.
Call of Duty.
It's still Call of Duty. Yeah.
Expect the bullshit. Expect the lag.
They still haven't fixed the spawns. I got 6 kills in a row. I'm like, yo, I play Battlegrounds. Y'all think it's trash. The next thing you know, I died 5 times in a row because the fucking spawns are still trash. I'm like, how y'all gonna bring this build to E3 with this garbage? Fix the fucking spawns. As a matter of fact, they're never gonna fix them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't even expect anything from them.
And this is why niggas stop playing Call of Duty.
What's the name? Do y'all think there's any chance that they would announce a Modern Warfare 2 remaster with this?
I don't want a Modern Warfare 2 remaster.
They might, because Modern Warfare 2 was the Call of Duty a lot of niggas started on. I know that's the one I started on. That one has like a big nostalgia with everybody. Like, what was that joint? COD 4. So I mean, maybe because niggas have been asking for it ever since the Modern Warfare remaster, which is unfortunate. But I mean,
I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with that shit at all. I feel like that's a bitch move, Santa. Because I literally feel like if you gotta use the strength of another game that you had that was good to sell your current game, then your game is not good, nigga.
Well, I mean, look at Modern Warfare, dog.
This is a fact.
Like, if I gotta use Mass Effect 1 to sell you Mass Effect Andromeda.
but Bayonetta 1 came with Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U. That shit was fire.
Well, that was different though.
But that is different.
That was
No, I'm using your parameters. I'm using the same parameters.
It's different. It's different because the Nintendo community had never been able to play any of the Bayonettas because it was never on their platform. This
You
is
don't
literally
know that.
it was available.
So you're assuming
Yeah.
because someone owns a Nintendo platform, they've never owned another console.
We don't act like these Nintendros only
was
play on the
gonna say,
Nintendo.
Wow, I
consoles.
don't co-sign that
Yeah,
bullshit. I don't co-sign that.
We ain't gonna act like Nintendo didn't defend and say all I need is a Wii.
You don't know if
Some
somebody.
of them are
Come on,
pretty
man.
loyal, my God.
Come
Yeah,
on,
some of
Nintendo.
them
Come on,
are
Nintendo.
loyal. Some of them
Come
are
on, TV.
loyal, but you sound
Come on,
stupid
dog.
sitting here saying because somebody brought a Switch, they don't have a PS4.
That's a Switch. We're talking about the Wii U.
Doesn't
Also,
matter.
I'm
You said
using-
Nintendo. You said Nintendo.
Also, I'm pleading difference because you're using a game that's like 5, 6, like way older. That was a good game as opposed to just a game like prior to it. Like I'll give you an example. When Mass Effect 1 wasn't on the PlayStation.
Right.
If they had done that with Mass Effect 3, they were like, all right, we're gonna give you Mass Effect 1 since y'all didn't get to play it. Like it's different. It's not the same.
Exactly.
But
You know what?
I feel like
You know what?
Activision.
Y'all right. We
Activision
all
is
agree
using
with.
scummy
All we do is agree with
practices.
each other anyway. You guys are right.
Good.
Podcast sucks.
Oh,
Let's see. What did you
Yeah,
guys?
also, my-
Go ahead.
This guy in the chat makes a good point. Nobody bought Bayonetta 2 just for Bayonetta 1, though. People bought the last Call of Duty just for the COD 4 remaster.
I agree with that.
For
Yeah,
real.
that's
I
facts.
feel that. I
And,
feel
and
that.
they gave it because there were like a lot of people who were getting Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U. I'm still stand by it. I don't think a lot of them got a chance to play Bayonetta 1. Like it's the same. Like I haven't played Bayonetta 1 either,
Me
but
either.
I'd want to play it if I was gonna get Bayonetta 2. And to get them on both the same console, it's a good point.
Right.
But like Call of Duty's not like okay. Another point to that: Call of Duty 4 is not connected to Infinite Warfare story wise. Bayonetta is. You need 1 and 2 connected in order to keep up with the story.
Preach, my nigga, preach.
There you go.
Whatever. The government's always fine. The government come and take my games. What's the name? I
came to take our games.
took my hunting simulator. I don't give a fuck about Days Gone. This game doesn't interest me at all. What about y'all?
I mean, you mean do bro Last of Us?
Pretty much.
Hey, come on, fam. I like The Last of Us, even though it looks like a damn clone. I want to play it.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
low-key,
this.
I
do
want to
too.
play it.
I said it last year. You can look at the podcast for E3 last year. I said I did not see anything special about this game, and literally we see gameplay, and it is what Last of Us for like Call of Duty version. Like it's
Nah,
more
it's
dumbed
like
down.
Last of Us with what was that movie? Wolf Z. It's like that. It's like that.
Yeah, it's literally generic zombies shoot up. What's your unique aspect?
If you
of your
modded
game? There's a
Joel
lot of zombies.
and Ellie in that game, it would
You
look
think
like
it's
The
the same
Last of
game.
Us 2.
There's
Real
nothing
shit.
special
It
about
would.
that game. I stand by that.
Oh,
What I said
yeah.
last year.
I'm mad. Like in the press conference, I was hella mad, boy. Whenever that nigga he was on his bike and he got by that lion. Like, that nigga was going at least 60 miles an hour. How did that nigga not die, boy?
I don't understand.
Oh yeah.
But
I think it depends when this game comes out. Like for me to pick it up, like it has to be nothing out. If it comes out in the
I think
fall,
you're
it's
gonna
getting
pick it up.
skipped.
I think you're gonna pick it
I'm
up.
gonna play it.
I
It's
think
getting
everybody
skipped
will
if it
pick
comes
it
out
up.
in the fall, fam.
Oh
But
yeah. It's getting skipped.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be other games I want to play. It depends
It's
on the release if I
In
want
my
to play it or
opinion,
not.
it's just another Uncharted in my mind. It's just another game with high production value and presentation, but the
Pretty
gameplay is just
much.
going to be.
I mean, but the
just
frame rate is
generic.
awful. Did you see?
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
Too many zombies on screen.
Too many zombies, but that's their main feature. Look at all these zombies, guys. Okay, but what can I do in the game? Look at all these zombies.
It's
Okay,
Zombies
but-
Dynasty
okay.
Warriors.
It's
I'm gonna just be shooting
Dead
them.
Rising.
Yeah,
Dead Rising fused with The Last of Us. That's all it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the question is the story going to be good? Like
Mm.
that's what we
We'll
should
have
be asking.
we'll have to see.
Story
We'll
gonna
have to
be
see.
Yeah.
Not how many zombies can I shoot at?
Right.
But
Or run from.
Yeah, potentially, like I said, I'm not gonna pass full judgment, but I was kind of mad though, a little bit salty that it did like look exactly like The Last of Us, but because I wasn't expecting it to be like that. I was expecting it to at least be a little bit different, but I was like, hey, it's Sony, whatever, man. Like I'm gonna play it.
you want me to tell you
Yeah.
what?
You say you're a
I'm sick
Sony
and
fan?
tired. Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
That was just because I was like, well, it makes sense since it's on the same damn platform.
You know, I will say though, I'm personally, like, especially after this E3, I'm getting very sick of Sony making all of their high-profile AAA games basically Last of Us like clones. I'm getting very
Right.
annoyed by this.
Wait.
Like God of War
No,
feels
yeah.
like this. this Days Gone feels like this. Like ever since the success of Last of Us,
You're
it's
right.
literally now
She's
fuck
like, yeah,
gameplay,
no.
fuck. Like, have you noticed like all the AAA, even Horizon?
You're onto something,
all the-
actually.
Horizon.
All
Yeah,
the-
What is all
Horizon,
this
yeah.
walking in God of War?
No, no.
Like,
Remember, and this is why I say I was gonna do a video about this, but I'll say it now. Remember how back in the PS2 and the PS3 era, where like all their games from a well, I say PS2 era, all their exclusive games were like different. Like Jack and Dexter was different from like well, they were similar to Ratchet and Clank, but it felt
Yeah.
different. Like there was different stuff that made them unique. They were funny. They were gameplay wise. They tried different things. Like Jack and Dexter. I played Jack 3 again. Jack 3 has so many different mechanics. Like you're flying. You have gun.
they had the
combat,
skateboarding shit.
yeah, skateboarding. Like there's so many different mechanics, and now it's like this generation. It has to be grounded. It has to be like The Last of Us. It has to feel
gritty.
deep. It has to feel very.
Well, you can't completely blame Sony on that. Some of that is the community. Ever since gaming has become more popular, there's a lot of quote unquote
it has
gamers
to
out
be
here
like The
that
Last of Us.
they look at a game like Ratchet and Clank and they say that shit's corny. That's not for gamers. I play 2K. I play Madden. Like there's gamers out there,
Right.
and unfortunately they dictate some of this shit.
Like, yeah, and I feel like they're like
dick ride.
I feel like it's like The Last of Us was successful. It was considered one of the best games of all time we've ever made. Let's make more games like this. I'm not saying like they have to they don't 100% play like The Last of Us, but you can tell from like the way they're presented to just the combat. It like God of War does not. Well, we'll talk about it when we get to God, but God of War does not, to me, does not look like the God of War that I played
Yeah, I
in
saw that. I was
PS2
like, what the
and
fuck?
on the PS3. It's too like this nigga Kratos ain't jumping around and crazy and shit. Like
He's
this nigga
calm.
is-
He's very calm.
He's
Yeah.
grounded. His feet are near the ground. Like I don't see this man flipping and doing all this crazy shit. And I know people are gonna say the setting is different and he's different. But come on, they added a kid. They added a kid that's now a NPC.
Yeah,
Like Ellie.
who's
This
around
nigga,
the same
this nigga
age
killed
as Ellie.
Zeus. Like,
Yeah,
what?
like,
Where's that guy at?
What has happened? What do you mean
Yeah.
you're not like a savage no more?
I grew a beard, guys. I grew a beard.
Like Joel now he's old and he's creepy. It's like doesn't work.
But you know, strangely enough, I will play devil's advocate a little bit for
It's fine.
God of War and say if you've been a nigga who was angry for like 20 years, bruh, and you've killed everyone who's wronged you, at what point do you be like, damn, bruh, maybe I should
Right.
calm down, bruh. Maybe
I feel that.
Got a kid now. I gotta chill.
Can't be mad forever, my guy. Can't be
Exactly,
mad
you
forever.
can't.
But you know what? When it comes to
That's
God
what
of
I'm
War, also to play devil's advocate, like they've only shown us a couple vertical slices. I think what they've shown us is
Right.
maybe isn't selling the game because we don't know. Like they showed them just like on the boat with the kid in the water talking and shit. Like the actual gameplay might be lit. Maybe they're just marketing
they've
it
shown
wrong.
gameplay. They've shown
Right.
gameplay at E3.
They've shown a little slice though, but you have to think in mind. You have to think if it is truly like The Last of Us, the gameplay that they showed of The Last of Us wasn't what the gameplay was actually like 100% like when the game came out.
Yeah,
Go
but
back
again,
and rewatch that.
again, I'm not saying that this game is definitively going to suck or it's not going to feel good and it's not going to get a bunch of great scores because I know it probably will. But just from what I've seen, and I think that's just a fair assessment from what we know of the game, I don't feel like it's. I'm sorry, we just completely like. I guess we're. In
I mean,
God
that
of
was
War
an
now.
interesting transition. I mean,
Yeah.
we just went straight to God of War.
I'm not saying no one is allowed to have a different opinion. I'm not also saying that for someone else they might feel like it is God of War or the change is fine. But for me, it just doesn't feel right to me. That's just me.
Shit's.
We can all have our opinions.
Let's see. Destiny 2, they announced some exclusive strike
Game of
missions
the year.
for PS4. And they really want you to buy that PS4 version. Still getting it on PC.
I'm
know
on
why.
PC. Yeah, PC it feels smooth.
A new strike or 60 FPS?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I mean, I got a confession, guys. I've played quite my fair share of Destiny, the original.
Holy shit, we found someone? You've played? Oh, see, because everybody nowadays acts like, oh, no, I never played that game. I knew it was a horrible game.
I played it. I had a level
Nah.
25 character.
No, I'm talking about
No, he played Blast, the base game. He
Yeah.
played.
He went all the way. He played all the way. So you bought the Iron King or the was it the Iron?
Iron Band.
No,
Taken King.
I stopped at Taken King because
okay.
what had happened was when I first started playing, I was like, "Oh my god, this game's fucking amazing!" But I think what it was is because I hadn't played growing up, I had a PlayStation, I didn't get to play Halo, so like this is kind of like my first Halo-esque experience, and I was like, oh, this shit is live. Also mixed with like a kind of an MMO experience. I haven't played any MMOs, and yeah, it was really fun. And then the first thing that got me kind of the first season pass, they called it an expansion pass, and I was like, I don't know about this. They're calling this an expansion pass, not a season pass. Like right there,
Did you talk about the second one? You saw that too, the pre-order thing on their website. It's like the same setup. They're like, there's an expansion 1, expansion 2 with the season pass.
Yeah,
that's like got me like, they might be trying to pull the same.
Exactly. I'm gonna take my L here because I bought the Taken King in the expansion pass. I'm gonna take my L here.
It's no L.
What it was,
if you spoke to Ethos from 2 years ago, he'd be
if it was 2 years ago, I'd be yelling at you. But now I was just like, it's just fine.
What is wrong with you?
You're a death of an industry.
Nah, but what it was is just over time I slowly realized I was like, nigga, the point of video games is to have fun. I'm fucking sitting here pulling my hair out, fucking raging over like spending the last 3 hours in a fucking raid, and I got like a piece of shit drop.
How many exotics have you gotten?
Fuck. I think like armor and guns put together, probably like 12 or so.
Mm-hmm. And that was playing for 2 years.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, about
Jesus
that.
Christ.
But yeah, and then I didn't even play House of Wolves. I was like, man, fuck this shit. This shit's bullshit. I didn't realize I was like, because honestly, listening to you niggas, like I was like, damn, these niggas, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And then and then fucking my homies, I was like, man, I was like, fuck Destiny, nigga. And they're like, no, give it a chance again. They fixed it after Taken King. I was like, you know what? It's $40. Fucking, I'll give it a shot, nigga.
All right. So let me ask everybody. Me and Fly. Well, A9 has already answered this question. So the rest of you, from what you guys have seen and so forth, do you feel like it's a brand new game, or do you feel like it feels?
Yeah, I feel like they're pulling a Respawn Entertainment, because with Respawn, the first Titanfall was complete ass, and they took all the criticism.
Hey, you ain't disrespected my game like that. No,
I'm just being real nice. But no, the first one was completely ass, and then the second one they took all the feedback and then they made it what the first one was supposed to be. I'm hoping that's what they do with Destiny too, because from what I've seen, like it looks promising. Because like before, like the main campaign niggas that are staying in the tower, I was like, what's the point of these niggas? Like they don't do shit. But now with the gameplay I saw on GameIlluminaughty.com, it's I was like, oh wow, these people actually they actually have a purpose now. It seems like, and there's actually like a story and shit. So from what I've seen, it looks like Bungie is really taking a note from taking the fat ass L with Destiny. Because if y'all didn't know, what happened is like 2-3 months prior to launch, they scrapped the whole story. That's why there wasn't a story in it, and they did that card bullshit. But yeah, so it looks like they actually have a decent story, but I don't know. I mean, like, wait for it to come out, to be honest. See how it goes.
True. What you got?
GG.
I don't know.
I'm here. What are you talking about? Y'all talking about Destiny. I ain't to play Destiny 2. Y'all
Someone told me you were the biggest Destiny fan, though.
Okay.
Weren't you the one that came out with the 1080 Ti thumb drive from Bungie? Didn't they give that to you, Ethos? You're a sellout, right?
A9 too. We're both sellouts.
Right.
I mean, I've been had a big 1080 since they gave me the small 1080. So you know,
oh my god, the flex.
You know what I'm saying? They just realized I was a real nigga. They say, you know.
So you say you sold out twice?
Here you go. You know you said you ain't got one.
You said I'm gonna get one. Fuck it, that's a lie, head ass. I think I'm gonna get another one.
I don't know, nigga. All I hear is a lot of I'm gunners, nigga. A lot of niggas say they gonna get a Ferrari, but I'm driving. You know.
All right.
Based off what I saw from what Ethos uploaded on the channel, it looked alright. I mean, I'll probably get it, but I'm gonna wait for the PC version. Let the PS4 people beta test. Yeah, I don't care
what it is.
I don't care about the strike missions. I don't care. What about Detroit Become Human? I don't really care about this
I
game.
swear to God, I don't want to hear no Detroit.
No. We know you're not biased. We know you're not biased for this game, so go ahead.
So quick.
You gonna go dolo? You gonna go dolo?
What?
He said, "I'm gonna take this Uber solo."
I'm gonna take this shit. I'm gonna take this shit with strides. I'm gonna leave this shit so quick. Y'all make one fucking joke.
Don't say nothing else. Get those jokes off.
Right now, right now, boy.
All jokes aside, Ethos being from Detroit, I know you're not biased towards Detroit Become Human. So how'd you feel about the game? Let us know.
I like it. But then again, I liked Heavy Rain. I love Beyond Two Souls. Anon said
Beyond Two Souls is actually really, really good.
I know some people hate these type of who's the nigga that makes them? I forgot his name.
It don't matter.
I forgot his name, but y'all know who his name is. Some people hate this type of games, but I enjoy them. I enjoy them for the experience that they are, and I love the stories, and the graphics are god tier. This game looks cool because you got the Jesse, light skin nigga from Grey's Anatomy. He's in it, and it just seems interesting. I like the whole Android thing. It reminds me of iRobot, so I'm definitely fucking with it.
True.
I get to see my city.
How long are these games?
It depends.
It depends.
8, 10 hours, 12 hours. It depends.
It depends on your play
it's like-
style, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not that long.
It really depends on how fast you pace through it and stuff like that. But usually, David Cage.
It's
That's
the
his name.
replayability.
Yeah, David Cage.
Because what I like about the Telltale games, they're like the episodes are an hour and a half, and then you're done. Like,
Well, this is one game, so it's not like they split it up. This is like
They
all
could split it
Telltale
up,
season
but
in one. So they give you the full experience off the rip.
yeah, pretty much.
this is another one of those games. It depends on when it comes out for me to try it.
Honestly, if you enjoy the Telltale games and
You'll like this.
don't play this, it's honestly the same shit. It's just instead of getting it in little sections, you get it all at once, and you decide when you want to stop.
Right, you get that. Have you? What is it? The last one, Until Dawn. It was a different studio that did that. But I
Until
really
Dawn
enjoyed
was
Until
dope.
Dawn.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
Yeah.
I loved that game.
I guess. I don't know. I just don't see nothing that really interests me.
But during the press conference, when they were showcasing it, I really I was like, holy shit! Whenever they showed the fucking what is it? The character web thing of like all the different things.
I really like that.
Holy shit!
All the choices
there's a
you get.
lot of replayability in this game. Oh yeah, and all people that haven't played these games and that have played like Telltale games, there is a huge difference. Like in these games, like Heavy Rain and shit, if you fuck up and your characder dies, that
gone.
is dead.
Yeah,
That
he
nigga's
leaves the
gone for
story,
the rest of the game.
and the story keeps going.
Either you reload your save point, or you keep going. So yeah, I'm just thinking of it.
Like it makes more of an impact, I feel, in these games compared to the Telltale games.
Yeah, because the Telltale games have an illusion of choice. There's not really choice in them.
There's really no choice.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me.
I mean, they're still fire though.
Because at the end of they're still fire, but it's like Batman, what's gonna happen at the end every single time.
I guess. You know what we forgot to do? Before we move on to the next PlayStation subject, we forgot to grade Xbox. Everybody go down the line.
Oh,
J, A to F or E, wherever the fuck you're from. Give Xbox a press conference a grade.
I'll give it a C minus. And
Damn, for real?
What the fuck?
Yeah, wow.
We watched the same thing?
Right.
Man.
Explain yourself, nigga.
Did y'all would give him a better grade?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna give him an A minus.
I was giving him a B plus.
I was gonna give him a B. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give him a C minus because again, the only thing that I really did like was the price point of the Xbox One X. But it's still
You like Anthem?
Yes, but and I was about to get to that. It's not an exclusive, so it's like what did I really like? The only game that I really did like was Anthem. Nothing really moved me besides that. So that's why I give it a C minus. Like it was cool. They did stick to the games, and I appreciate that. But the only thing that I like was Anthem, bro. The only thing I like was Anthem.
Look, don't listen to
I didn't feel
JG.
that.
JG's biased. Look, this is what you gotta do. JG's one of those PC Master Race elitists. Look, no, I'm not, because I give a B plus not off of my experience, but how I feel the whole, how they were as a whole compared to like the consumer base. And I would say I brought this up at I brought this up at the last. Was I in the last podcast? Yes, I was. I think I was.
Yes.
The last one I stated, I was like, I cannot see Microsoft coming out here without showing that they got a lot of new stuff for their brand. And they did exactly what I was hoping they'd do, which is they came out, they were straight like, look, here's a new console. This is what it does. We got 42 games. Granted, some of them were not, but they said 23 of them were in fact exclusively console-wise on the Xbox One, which is more than what Sony showed. But I will state that it's on PC. But for the people who don't have PCs or so forth, they have PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Sony doesn't have that. These niggas still don't have H1Z1.
Yeah.
Like Battlegrounds is right now the biggest game in gaming right now. You can't argue that with me. It is right now the most fire game right now in gaming. And you can say Sony has those exclusives, but the point is Xbox got PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which is a huge game, a huge following, as you've seen on PC alone. So it's only going to expand. They've got mod support, I think, now with a couple of things. Sea of Thieves, not for me, but I'm sure a lot of
people will like that game.
Will like Sea of Thieves. I'm positive of it, even though I don't like it. Like I said, they brought out Crackdown. They brought out the heavy hitters that they needed to. I wish there was something more, maybe that one more bigger heavy hitter. But the big thing that I think that needs to be understood is Xbox came out with the bad hand they were dealt, and they were able to turn it into a decent to good hand compared to how bad of a situation they were in beforehand. So you got to put respect on Xbox's name. And I give them a B+.
I guess, nigga.
It don't matter.
I suppose so, bro. That's what you
I don't want nobody to say I'm a PC elitist now.
Yeah,
I gotta agree.
Yeah, that's why I said I give them an A- or B+, A-, whatever. Same thing. Like
And they got
you may not. Ethos brought up a good point before he left E3. It's like you may not like everything that they showed, but the fact of the matter is they have a lot of games that people are excited about. We don't care about Sea of Thieves, but a lot of people are excited about that game. I've seen it on my timeline. So it's they came out, and then only that they showed a wide variety of games. And they said they were going to do that.
That was like
Sony, all Sony games look alike.
Interesting.
Remember, Phil came out on the stage and he said, "We have games here for a diverse lineup of games." And I would say, compared to Sony, and this we were just talking about how they all look like The Last of Us. Sony's like, "Oh, look at these beautiful looking games, presentation wise, and how deep they're going to be and stuff like that, and look how pretty it is." But like Microsoft came out here like, "Yuck, we not the hottest, but look, we have something for everyone here."
For everyone.
We used to always make fun of Xbox for being the dude bro.
Yeah.
No, we used to make fun of them for being the dude bro shooter machine. But now PlayStation is looking like the dude bro machine.
Yeah. Also,
PlayStation looks like the hype, regular gamers play because pretty games, presentations.
Another point to that is like we definitely don't give a fuck about Minecraft. But
exactly, but a lot of people do.
People do.
Oh god, the 4K.
Yeah, we were falling
super
asleep.
duper pack.
We were falling asleep. Yeah, the super duper pack. We were falling asleep during that, but people genuinely like that shit. And
the crossplay, like Microsoft's like, "Yo, we crossplay in everything right now." Microsoft, everybody's gonna be able to play together. Rocket League, everybody gonna play together. PlayerUnknown, they said that they might even hook it with PC people. So you can't tell me when Sony out here right now, like, "No, we gonna keep everybody exclusively with us. We ain't sharing nothing." You can't tell me, dog, that Microsoft had a shit conference. I really feel like Microsoft did a great job this year.
Yeah,
I give them props.
If you're a console gamer,
You also have to give them props too, just for the simple fact that you have to acknowledge maybe not all their games are exclusives, but the games that they do have, they're going to have the best version of every game on console.
Right.
They now will because of their
the Xbox One X. Yeah,
they will have the best version now.
Yeah, so that's what I say. But my bad, we was in the middle.
All right, I get them niggas a C, not a C minus. There you go.
Oh my god! All right, that shit wasn't terrible. It was mediocre. That's great. That's great.
Man.
Let's see. Back to PlayStation. My bad, y'all. They announced some Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. Does anybody care?
I beat that game. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Why you showing DLC in your conference, fam?
That was DLC conference, boy.
I was mad as fuck, boy.
And I like Horizon too. Horizon's actually a good game, in my opinion. But DLC, like, why are we doing this? You could have easily announced that later. There's no point
off the rip of your. I think TBH, you said this.
That's one of the first games.
Sony. You said Sony don't got any new games because they brought out 2 DLCs as their starting lineup.
Right?
Why would you do that?
Like, that's how you know.
They started with DLC and they followed up with PSVR games. I said Sony don't got nothing to show this year.
They really thought the whole what is it? What was that remaster that was the only surprise?
Shadow
Colossus. Didn't nobody care about
Shadow
that shit.
Colossus was going to be, and granted, it's a great game, but it's like you already remastered it on the PS3 generation. You're just doing this because you want more money. Like that's I
can feel the boredom coming through the TV and from the crowd, bro. The crowd looked bored as shit from that joint.
They made a remaster.
And don't think about we need to talk about the sound issues in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
you didn't hear nothing, boy.
Immediate L. They already took an L off the rip.
I feel like one of the few games they showed that was interesting during their press conference was Monster Hunter World. I do like Monster Hunter, and to finally see it jump from Nintendo to an actual console with some power, it'll be interesting how that plays. I'm just interested to see what they do with the formula. I would hate to see it to be just a port with better graphics.
Right.
I'm gonna assume nobody else likes Monster Hunter.
No, I'm interested in it.
It's
Yeah,
alright.
I'm gonna get it on
I
PC.
mean, I've played it for like when I was visiting my grandparents in Nagasaki one summer when I was a kid. One of my homies, like niggas in Japan, got nothing but fucking hands, dog. He had a PSP and he had Monster Hunter, and I was like, this shit kind of lit. Played it for a little bit, but yeah, I couldn't get like super into it because like I couldn't read the fucking kanji. But yeah, it was pretty fun from what I played.
I feel that. Let's see. They also announced the Shadow Colossus remaster, like we just mentioned a moment ago. Shout out to Ace. While we were writing articles while the Sony press conference was going live, he published an article talking about Sony announces Shadow Colossus. I said, nigga, you know that's a remaster, right? He's like, oh.
Yeah, that was the exact reaction.
Great reaction. That was the exact reaction, bro. So Ace took an L because he didn't know Shadow Colossus was an old game, so I had to fix the damn article.
It was a remaster of a remaster, boy.
Spider-Man, I think that was the best game they showed during the Sony press conference. That shit looked lit.
Yes.
It looks like we finally might get a good Spider-Man game since Spider-Man 2. How'd you feel about it, Jay?
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I liked it. I know that a lot of people were on the fence because they were like, "Oh man, it's gonna be like Batman." But again, like you gotta realize, Batman was like one of the only good superhero games besides Spider-Man 2. So, like, I'm not mad at that. And Spider-Man has way more things up his arsenal. Well, yeah, like just raw things as far as he can do, acrobatics and whatnot. So it looked pretty good. I'm definitely going to cop it. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting that it's only going to be on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
So they got an interesting exclusive there with Spider-Man. It might, again, like you said, TBH, it might potentially end up, being one of the best Spider-Man games since Spider-Man 2. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope that hope they are right with that.
I pray the frame rate is consistent because swinging through that city with them type of graphics, it looks like it's going to be strenuous.
Oh, but you can actually swing. They did confirm you can actually, you're actually swinging on the buildings this time instead of nothingness.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, instead of just swinging wherever the hell you want to. You actually.
Well, I mean, that's been in the last few Spider-Man games. They just suck.
You're right.
Not all the games suck. I thought
the recent ones, dog.
The recent movie ones have been ass.
I played those and they were man.
How you make a Spider-Man game? You in New York City, ain't nobody downtown. It was literally empty. I'm like, this shit is assosaurus.
There's no culture, no nothing, bro.
Right.
For real, dog.
You couldn't even see the rats running around.
What? No Tims in that shit, boy.
Oh man!
Shout out to Miles Morales making an appearance at the end of the trailer.
Yes,
I'm interested to see how that
playable. That's the thing.
You're right.
I'm hoping what they do is because I actually after when they showed the Miles Morales, I watched that shit again because I was just making sure it was the first nigga was Peter Parker, and he was because whenever
they said his name, they said his name in the gameplay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping they do like a GTA 5 kind of deal where like play as both of them simultaneously, like pop in, pop out. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe they can do something like that. That'd be pretty lit, but I don't know. I doubt it though.
It's a possibility. It'd be interesting to see. What do y'all want from a Spider-Man game? Like, what do you feel like this game needs to do to finally set itself apart from all the shitty ones?
Less QTEs.
Well, that wish ain't happening because there was plenty of them in that trailer.
There was plenty of them.
I hope they reduce them where it's not like that every single part. And reduce the slow-mo. I didn't like how it kept slowing down every fucking second.
I would have, to play devil's advocate, I'd imagine that was, they were showing a main mission story, which was, so it was a set piece. But I'm pretty sure, like in side missions and stuff, it ain't gonna be going slow-mo 24/7.
I hope so. I hope there's
I need better villains and more vibrance in the city.
Yeah. I want to see Daredevil.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
some nice allies too. Yeah.
Cameos.
I want to see Daredevil.
They linked it to
the Iron Man.
The Marvel, the Netflix Marvel series. It's I forgot how they did it, but they did somehow.
So Luke Cage appearance?
Maybe.
That would be kind of lit.
That would be lit. Oh, I also want to point out the niggas making this game with the same community from its Second Son, and that game was fucking fire. So, you know, there's that.
I hope they have multiple playable suits. Like I want to be able to play Black Spider-Man. So.
Now that's
not Miles, but the suit
they have done consistently.
Oh,
that
Venom,
is one thing that they have.
Yeah, the symbiote. Yeah, that would be fire. I want to see that in there. Hopefully, there's a Carnage appearance too. I love Carnage.
True.
Now that's the one. Has Carnage appeared in any of the Spider-Man?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
Which one?
Carnage was in one of the PS2 games. I could have, when I was a kid, I remember going up against a red one, and it was like a symbiote. Oh wait, was that Finn? No.
I don't remember, man. It's been so long ago. I know, like back in the Sega days, there was there was Spider-Man Carnage.
Yeah.
But I don't know about like PlayStation and
kid.
days. If any of y'all can confirm that, someone said, the Shadow Dimensions Ultimate Spider-Man. Okay.
I didn't play that.
It was so damn long. I don't remember. But okay. But I want him to come back. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he's in the 2001 game. I remember because when I was a kid, there's a Doc Ock battle, and when you beat him, Carnage takes him over, and he like fuses with him. Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Interesting.
Like I said, cause boy, it's been a blur.
I remember when I was a kid because I loved that game when I was a little kid. But yeah, you fight him in there.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so yeah, Spider-Man definitely looks dope. I think that's a day one purchase for me. What about Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR, guys? Huh?
Skip.
Y'all want to play a 6-year-old game in VR? Huh?
30 frames. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be 30 frames, man. It's VR. What's the name? They showed a new Uncharted Lost Legacy trailer.
Skip.
Pass. Sick of Uncharted.
Boo.
Next one, no. Teenage next one, Skip. Dog.
No, I gotta bring this up, bro. Final Fantasy Monster of the Deep, boy. What is Square Enix doing? What is Square Enix doing?
I thought that was a troll.
Right.
I legit thought that was a troll. I did not believe that was real. And then I was like, oh my god. I thought it was gonna be like a Fantasy 15, like you could play it in VR, the actual game. They're like, no, fishing simulator, nigga.
I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if they released just a straight up fishing simulator, but nigga, the fact that they made it the Final Fantasy, I was like, bruh, why?
They were literally like, let's just cash in on the VR. Let's make something real quick. Let's make a fishing game and throw some Final Fantasy characters in there.
This is Bethesda. Bethesda goes in the boardroom. They're like, hey guys, I don't think we're gonna make enough money this quarter. What can we do? Make another Skyrim game? Yeah, let's make another Skyrim game. You know they released there's at least 7 different Skyrim versions in the world right now.
Yeah, there are. Because
there has to be at least 7.
They released just fucking didn't they release 2 of them shits this year?
Yeah, there's a
remaster on the Xbox
original. Yeah, original, the remaster enhanced edition, the VR version, the Switch version.
Game of the Year edition.
Imagine buying
Game of the Year edition.
Like the Switch to play that old ass game, bro. That'll make
these niggas, that's literally their Assassin's Creed, dog. It's on the Switch.
Yeah, it's on the Switch.
Oh my god.
What about Knick Knack 2? What about Knack 2?
Who asked?
Why? Who said we need a Knack 2? Except for a video game donkey. Who asked for this shit?
I know I didn't ask. That game, the first game was terrible.
You niggas are biased, okay? You're just mad that Sony didn't let you in.
Right.
All right. Nobody gives a fuck about Knack 2. So let's go ahead and
for everyone.
Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Everybody, Walker, you got the floor. Give PlayStation a grade for their conference.
Man, if it wasn't for Spider-Man and Monster, they would have got a big fat F. In Detroit becoming even, they would have got a big fat L, dog. But I'll give them a C because those 3 games were it was their saving grace, dog. And I'm being fucking generous.
I feel that.
Oh, also, fucking during the press conference, dog, they take an L for this. There was fucking did y'all notice that shit where it was they had 2 niggas bowing after they some shitty.
Oh yeah. When they announced some shitty game and then they were bowing in the crowd.
I was like,
yeah, look at those Sony ponies, boy. Get the fuck out of here. Imagine what terrible human beings. Ethos, what do you grade Sony?
I'm gonna be a JG head ass and say a C-.
Okay.
But they deserve it though.
Yeah, they deserve it. No, I'm saying that's me being generous because I low-key want to give them a D, but I'm only giving them a C- because there were some games I want to play. But yeah,
there was 3 games, dog. That was it.
Yeah, 3
Anon, what do you give them?
That you niggas got me fucked up. That shit gets a D plus, bro. Like that's me being generous, bro. You got me fucked up, nigga. This is a press conference that they were like the fans aren't good enough to get in, but yet they had all these ridiculous technical issues. They got so super fake deep to announce DLC and PSVR games that they don't even keep in mind. Sony is terrible at supporting their peripherals, so they want to announce these games, but that's it. That's all.
No.
That shit's for the die, guaranteed. God of War looks.
My bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say God of War looks good, but at the same time, like y'all said, it also looks like The Last of Us. Spider-Man looks good, and Beyond Two Souls, I'll play it, but nah, nigga, that shit gets a D plus from me. That they wasn't doing nothing this conference. They didn't show anything.
I'm gonna give them a D2 because I forgot about that fucking shit they did to us. So if I have to add my bias, then I'm giving it a D. Because I was thinking just the podcast, or not the podcast, just the conference itself, and then I forgot they had us waiting on that fucking hot ass weather. And now that I'm here, that's a D minus. It's a D minus now.
Jay, what do you give Sony?
I want to give them a solid D, not a D plus, not a D minus. I'm gonna give them a D. Again, technical issues. Starting off your show with DLC, it was absolutely terrible. One of the only positives I could say is they at least had like 3 or 4 games that were like true exclusives that I do want to play or at least find out more about. And they at least showed all games. Like they did not stop showing games. Nobody else came out and said shit. They just showed games. So I'll at least give them a W for that. But that's a very, very, very small W just because of what they did. So fuck Sony.
I'm gonna give them a D too, but I'm gonna give you a different reason. So they get a D because not only did they only have 2 games that I was actually interested, there were the Spider-Man and Monster Hunter, but on top of that, they get the D because most of what they showed we already knew existed. How about that?
Yeah.
Also true. Yeah.
Bunch of rehashing.
Like, they just show like actual gameplay for some of the games or a little extended trailer.
We knew about Days Gone. We knew about Call of Duty. We knew about Destiny. We knew about Detroit.
Oh, you know what?
Half these games were shown at last E3, so that's why they get a D.
Surprise was Shadow of Colossus. That was the only game they showed.
That ain't no surprise. Anybody asked for that shit.
That's not a surprise because that game already came out, boy. You can go.
Touche.
You know, I changed my score. These niggas get a D. I forgot that whole fucking no. Y'all, we forgot to mention this shit. That whole PSVR section, nigga. Most of those games were fucking side scrollers. How the fuck are you gonna do a side scrolling VR game, dog?
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
You'll probably get motion sickness playing that garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's why I said I'm being generous with that D plus, and you got me fucked up, bro.
Moving on to somebody who had a better showing at E3, surprisingly, than Sony. Nintendo.
Yo, shout out to my boys Nintendo. Put the happy music on for them, dog.
Right. All right, so they showed Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The game looks interesting for me, but I know I ain't gonna play it because they announced on Twitter the game is already like 5 times bigger than the last Xenoblade, and I didn't even beat the last one because that game was like 200 hours. So if this joined like 1,000 hours, I'm good. I don't got time for it. But it looks cool. You
gotta devote your life to this shit, boy.
Anybody?
Skyrim, bro. You never stop Destiny.
That shit, dog.
I wanted to play the first one as well, but yeah, once you told me about how long it took, I was like, nah, I'm good.
It's coming to the Switch.
Yeah. Like the first game
on the go game.
The first game, it took 30 hours before you actually got your Gundam suit. And by the time I got
serious?
Yeah. And like in the trailers, that's all they show. They make it seem like you're always in that shit, bro. Like you be doing so many mundane tasks and grinding out your character. Man. I was like 30 hours. I was like, I can't do this, fam.
I watched a couple of videos. I heard the story was really bad too.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that great compared to the last one with Shulk in it.
Where Shulk's from?
Yeah, from Xenoblade.
I didn't know that.
The first one, I didn't know that either.
It was on the Wii, the original Wii. It was a sleeper game.
Okay.
They announced Kirby Switch. I don't care about this.
Nobody cares.
Game Freak announced they're working on a Pokemon RPG for the Switch. What do you guys want to see from a Pokemon RPG?
Looks like they're listening to you, Ethan.
Yo, job, they did everything I wanted. Everything.
We're gonna get to it.
Oh, you know I'm about to start crying, boy.
Oh yeah. Boy.
Well, what do we want from the Pokemon RPG? Because they just announced they're doing it basically.
3D, either Pokemon Stadium with like RPG elements, or I mean, just a 3D Pokemon game.
Do you want it to be single player or online?
I don't care. I just want it to be 3D.
True.
This shit would be fire, like more of an MMO.
It would be fire, boy.
Yeah, if it's the Pokemon MMO everybody's been wishing for a full 3D.
I'm buying 3 Switches. I'm giving 2 away.
Defeat a gym leader, you get to hold that gym. That shit would be fire, and people would have to challenge you on your time.
That's fire.
Pokemon Coliseum, if they launched that, boy, I'm slept.
Like,
Nah,
there's so many things that they could do,
It's
man.
not gonna be that though.
I don't want a Coliseum.
Let me
I want an
dream.
actual
Let me
exploration.
dream. Well, I'm saying like expand it, make it more bigger, but like
I want
Give that
all the
Coliseum
regions,
vibe.
boy. I want
Like, I
Johto, Kanto, all that shit.
I just want to be in Viridian Forest all day pulling up on niggas. Hey, you want to battle?
Absolutely.
I want to be one of those annoying NPCs. Like, hey, battle me. That should
Yeah,
be
get
fire.
past
But, right, you got to get past me to get
I mean,
to
my
it.
shirt is red. Want to fight?
Right.
I'm wearing red, you wearing blue. We gotta fight now.
What up,
Step in
blood?
front of me. We're fighting, nigga.
What up, cut?
Oh my god! So that'd be
Where you
fire.
from,
Like
Cup?
they left the door
Allentown?
open as far as what that's gonna be, but it should be
Yeah, like
interesting to
please
see.
show us some shit, bro. Because
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like you guys really announced this.
You
I don't know what we
listen.
were doing at the time, but I was like, yo, okay, Nintendo.
Nintendo!
Finally.
Yeah.
But talk
Isn't-
about what really matters, dog.
Yeah.
What's
Tell
the
'em.
name?
Tell
Oh yeah, Metroid Prime 4. They announced. It. But I mean, they just
Man.
hold on. They just announced the screen. They didn't show no
announced it,
gameplay.
I don't
though.
care. I don't
feel like-
care.
You gonna care if it's
They didn't,
ass when they finally show it?
Look, you don't understand. How long has it been since Metroid? Outside that whack
Metroid
ass,
Prime, GameCube.
spin-off.
GameCube. That was like 2 eras ago.
It's been 2 eras since we've gotten a legit Prime game. If that should go, and then they got a 3DS version for like the 2D old school. Boy,
No, the 3DS one. That one looked fire as fuck.
like both of them are like that's just yes.
You
Yes,
was about to say
Nintendo.
both. of them. You can't say
No.
Metroid Prime looked
Yeah,
fire,
he
nigga. It was a
was
fucking
he was
title
about-
screen.
No, I don't care.
Care.
I'm excited that
No.
it's not dead. I swore I thought Metroid would never fucking come back. That's why I'm just happy about it. Obviously, it could end up being trash, but like just as though that Nintendo didn't just say,
Star Fox.
okay, "Fuck this franchise."
Right,
and just
right.
go
Star
into
Fox.
trash.
Don't forget Star
I don't think
Fox.
they can start. I don't think they can start. I don't think they can start.
I'm geeked, boy.
Metroid Prime 4 needs an amazing story and it needs amazing online. Like this could be their big online shooter.
But it's Nintendo though.
Again, there's so much potential. They just have to do it right.
Right. If anything, Nintendo. One thing that I'll give another W for Nintendo. Me and Ethos both agreed. We got to play several Switch games at E3, and this is my first time ever actually holding a Switch. It made me want to buy one now. Like it feels great in the hands.
I'm gonna buy a Switch before this year ends. I promise it.
I'm just waiting for Mario Odyssey, maybe the Mario Rabbids game. Like, but I give them credit.
That
Like
Rabbids
it
game
felt
was
great in the
fire.
hand.
It was great. I was like, yo, I'm buying a Switch. I'm about to become a Nintendo. Nintendo's back, baby. Nintendo's back. It's about damn time.
They announced Yoshi Switch. I don't think anybody cares about that. Yeah, I saw a screenshot. That shit looked way too cute. I'm like, this is too much, bro. Like,
It's a no for me, dog.
I don't know who's asking for that. Go ahead.
Someone did say, I retweeted on Twitter. I said, now that we finally kept bitching about Metro, we got it. What franchise we're going to bitch about next that they need to bring back?
Yeah.
Well, new IPs. They still
F-Zero
need new
or what?
IPs.
You know, ain't going to do no new IPs.
Well, then F-Zero, yeah.
Okay. All right, F-Zero it is. Everybody start bitching on Twitter.
Shit.
Rocket League Switch. I think that could be a sleeper, actually. Rocket League on the go would be
Really?
kind of fire.
That is
You know,
funny.
you're right. You're
The
right.
full
Rocket League
game on the go? Yeah.
Rocket
On the
League on
go?
the go? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Rocket
kind of
League is
fire.
still growing, so that's good.
And you
Yeah.
get crossplay with everybody?
Oh, with everybody?
Everybody. Everybody.
Dang.
Everybody.
Yeah, Rocket League is that
Everybody.
one game that like it's like literally besides Minecraft, it's going to everything, fam.
Yo, shout out to
Bro, Rocket League is fucking. You gotta like not like. I think that's everything, dog. You gotta be like a super ninja to play that shit. It's just flying everywhere.
No, it's just because the only people left on there are tryhards. That's why you feel that
You're
way.
right. You're right. I was like, nigga, goddamn.
But now we'll have a bunch of Nintendros to kill.
Super Mario Odyssey, that looked fire. That was the one game I wanted to play, but I didn't get any time. Did any of y'all get a chance to play it at E3?
Nah, we couldn't even get near it, fam.
Damn.
Tried to finesse it, it didn't work.
Yeah, that line was out the door for Mario Odyssey.
Damn.
Like,
fucking-
when we tell you that people, as soon as the doors open, they ran to the Nintendo booth. They literally ran, fam.
Nintendo's, dog. Damn.
Now all y'all need is that Pokemon MOBA, dog. Nintendo. And I'm telling you, this generation is yours. It's all yours, fam. You open the gates. I'm proud of you.
I forgot to put Mario Rabbids on here, but that shit was fire, like Etho said.
It was fire.
It's under Ubisoft.
Because
it wasn't at.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
Nintendo
right.
didn't show it. Ubisoft did.
The Breath of the Wild DLC. I don't care about that. I haven't played Breath of the Wild.
Keep going.
But the Metroid 3DS looked really cool. I like that little sword mechanic that they have in it.
I might pick up a 3DS because apparently we can. It's not like big console and shit. So I might pick up a Vita and I might pick up a 3DS sometime soon.
I feel that. They didn't actually have a press conference. All this was like direct and like info that just came online. What would you grade Nintendo, Ethos?
You get the A. Have an A, Nintendo.
Damn, you feeling generous.
I get Nintendo. They brought out games. Nintendo was the only company in all E3 that had me like, yo, I want to buy their product. Like, Sony was like, I already don't need anything for you. Microsoft, it's like, okay, this is cool, but a lot of it's not like I don't need your console. But Nintendo basically sold me on the Switch now.
Anon, how'd you feel about it? Nintendo.
I'm not really a huge Nintendo fan anymore, but I actually have to agree with Ethos. Like, it's not a if I'm gonna get the Switch, it's more of a win at this point. Like, they've pretty much convinced me. Like, ultimately, I feel like that's what your press conference should do. It should convince people on the fence or people who are like, I'm not really gonna buy the product to like, all right, I want to buy the product now. So they get their W. It's a A.
Walker, how'd you feel?
I'm not really a big Nintendo fan per se, but I'm
from Japan.
Games. I'm not from Japan.
You're in Japan.
Over this.
You can't say that.
I'm in Japan.
You're supposed to defend Nintendo.
But,
you're Japan.
I mean, but yeah, I will say this: Nintendo's got Japan out. Niggas fucking everywhere got 3DS is my guy. Like,
Everywhere.
fucking everywhere, dog.
I believe
and
it.
like the only consoles niggas do have are fucking Nintendo consoles, like real shit. But I mean, yeah, they showed promise, I guess. Like, Odyssey looks kind of dope. I watched a Game Theorist video on that. That was a pretty good video. Y'all should check that out. Metroid, and Rocket League on the Go seems kind of lit. I'll give them a B. I mean, it was a mess for me, to be honest.
So that Jay, what you get Nintendo?
I'll also give them a B. I never I thought that I would probably never end up getting a Switch, but from what they announced, it actually has me wanting to buy one. I would give them an A if we actually had some footage of Metroid and Pokemon RPG, but we're just gonna have to wait on that. So there's a lot of what ifs there. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. But yeah, I will actually say that that they probably ended up winning, bro. And that's actually messed up to say, because like as so many podcasts that we've been shitting on them, I would say that they actually, with them actually not even having a conference, man. Like, I think that they actually won the whole thing out of the big three.
They really might have.
Dude, what the fuck? A fucking GI podcast where like Nintendo is fucking winning? What the fuck?
Yeah, I give them a B plus because, like I said, I mean, like, I wouldn't buy an Xbox One X out the gate, but like I said, it's like Anon and Ethos said, like, it's not a if, like, it's a matter of when. I do plan on getting a Switch. Like, they sold. That's one thing I'll take out of E3. They sold. I like the Switch. It's cool. So I give them a B plus. I give them their clout. They get an A if they showed some gameplay from Metroid 4, but they didn't.
Yeah, they blue balls the fuck out of y'all Metroid fans, boy. Just throw the fucking screen, no gameplay, no nothing.
Yeah, don't sleep on that Mario Rabbids.
We'll get to it.
Moving on to EA. Let's see what I have on my list first. First of all, I don't even understand why they have a fucking conference, but hear me out, guys, okay? Basketball fans. NBA Live 18. It's not terrible.
Huh?
It's not terrible, guys. It's not. I'm not giving the full. We played it. I'm not giving the full cosign because when the full game comes out, when they be doing these vertical slices at these events, they show a real polished version of a little 10-minute demo that they had. They clean it up for the event, give it to you, and you be like, "Yo, that shit fire." The full game come out, that shit is ass. So I'm not giving it the full cosign. But based off what we played, I'll say NBA Live 18. Keep your eye on it. They might have a solid foundation
2K might have some competition this year. What do you think, Jay?
I thought it was pretty good. There was still some things that they need to work on that I noticed from 16, but it did look solid. I could feel like hopefully whenever the game comes out, I think I still might give it a little bit of time. I don't want to get burnt on it again, but it has definitely more potential. I just want them to be able to compete, to be honest, because you can have a dope soundtrack, you can have dope customization, but if the gameplay is not on par, then what do we have here? So I really want them to be able to take back some of the audience that they ended up losing during their 4-year hiatus when 2K just took over, because I'm honestly sick of them. As long as those servers are correct and you have like a solid fan base, it could actually be good this year. So I'm hoping. And then the main thing I want to figure out though is how many of these niggas who y'all flew out though, gonna stay loyal to y'all. But they've been talking a lot of stuff, hyping it up. But
they did that shit in 16 too.
Yeah, watch when 2K come out. They're gonna be back on it, pack openings, part gameplay, how to get badges, all that stuff. They're gonna be right back to it.
I mean, if the game is good, I would imagine they'd support it. It's a matter of if the game is good or not.
Right. So
I would say if y'all
really
haven't seen any live gameplay, we got something on the site if you guys want to check it out. But I know Ethos and they don't care about sports. Do you care about sports, Walker?
How much they pay him?
No, I mean, I care. Actually, now that I think about it, no, I really don't care about sports. The only sports game I really play is FIFA, and I don't even play it like that. It's just enjoy the most out of them.
I feel that. So, I mean, that's our quick take on it. We did a whole 20-minute assessment of what we played at NBA Live 18. It's on the channel if you guys want to hear more in depth about it, but not everybody on the podcast is a big sports fan, so I would say go check it out on the GI channel. They showed Star Wars Battlefront 2. That was probably their biggest game. They showed at the EA press conference. Yeah. Ethos is the biggest Star Wars fan here. How did you feel about this show?
About that.
Oh shit! Walk say he's big.
I'm a Star Wars.
I'm a bigger fan.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
Star Wars fucking Discord picture. I don't see you in a Star Wars picture.
He might have a Star Wars tat. You don't know what this nigga look like.
I got a tat. You beat me then.
I ain't Ace Dog.
Slander. Shining.
Ace.
Wasn't it Ethos? How'd you feel about their show for Battlefront 2?
Compared, I have played Battlefront recently. There you go. My brother said it sucks dick, but no. So for people who don't understand, shameless plug. I did a video that's got good views.
Oh
no,
my God, this guy.
I'm just kidding. No, but Battlefront has been probably the definitive child game for me. Me and my brother played it for hours on end. That's why I was so heated about when they fucked it up, when they brought it back.
I was with you all the way on that one.
Yeah, but this game is like, I feel like it's the Battlefront I wanted. Like, it has a Clone Wars.
You got to play it?
I don't. No, I only was able to watch. I watched like a shit ton of the gameplay from like Jack Frags, but I wish we didn't have time because I really wanted to play it. But three of the biggest things I think that like I wouldn't say sold me, but have me like confident in it compared to the first one is I feel like it's gonna be like a Titanfall effect, like from 1 to 2. 1, they got rid of the stupid ass coin shit where you get items. Instead, now it's class based, like how the old school was. So that was smart. Thank God. So now it should have more depth now instead of the stupid ass coin pickups for Jedi and shit. Number 2, which is a low key one, which I think was awesome, is they're using the voice actors of the cartoon for Clone Wars for the clones, which was like, yeah, it's legit, like Rex and the rest of them. And if you haven't seen that cartoon show, it is incredible.
The show is fire, dog.
It's
long.
Fire.
It's long.
It's worth it.
It is worth it.
I call it like the Pulp Fiction of Star Wars. Like it's really fucking fun. And 3, they got your boy Ethos Ren in it, so you already know I'm gonna be making some crazy funny videos with it. And and they got Yoda. Like that was one of the biggest things I was upset. I was mad they didn't have Yoda in the original. So they got my boy Yoda. They got my boy Darth Maul. Show us Obi-Wan. Show us Anakin. They got Rey. They got all of them. I just think like it's gonna be what we want it to be. So as long as they accomplish that sort of stuff, they understand, they fix the problems that the last game had, I will buy it and I will support it. But that microtransaction shit you told me about, that got me kind of It's EA, so we already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Jay, how'd you feel about Battlefront?
I wish I could have played it, and we actually should have probably went back to EA Play, to be honest, because we weren't playing shit at the Sony booth, that's for sure. But it looked cool. Like I appreciate them like actually paying attention to the story this time, because that was the one thing that made me just shy completely away from the last Battlefront. So I feel like they learned their lesson there, and pretty much everything Etho said. That's cool to me. Adding all the other heroes that everybody wanted. So I like it. I just wish I could have actually, got more hands on with it. Because again, like Battlefront was not bad. Like we played the betas and shit. Like it wasn't bad, but it was just executed horribly, especially for old time fans like Etho. So I feel like again they did learn their lesson with this one. So, hoping it'll be good. I might actually pick it up this time.
Okay. Waka, you the big fan. What do you need from a Battlefront 2 to get your approval?
Like what Etho said, I grew up playing the original first two. Shit for fire, boy. From what I've seen, it looks like they've taken like all the feedback and like everybody's shitting on EA and they've actually applied it to their game for once. Holy shit, EA, listen. But it looks like it's getting back to the roots. So I mean, it looks pretty good. Oh, one thing I will say though, this is when they're coming out. They might have accidentally leaked who Rey is in the Battlefront gameplay, because if you saw her loadout, her lightsaber, it was that one looked like it looked like Obi-Wan's lightsaber. So maybe she could be related to Obi-Wan instead of Luke, like we thought.
Everybody thought, yeah, he was related to Obi. Oh, that'd be cool. Hey, but they need.
Loki didn't want to hear that.
We already predicted this. I thought we had this conversation when the movie came out.
No.
Oh, yo bad.
I will my man spoiled it for 700 people.
What? I will say, if there's one thing they could like reveal that would have me like, I'm playing this game day one, is if they reveal General Grievous, I'm in that bitch immediately. Like,
I mean, they had little droids running around in that one battle.
Yeah.
I don't see why Grievous wouldn't be in the game.
I would love to see Grievous.
I'm scared that they're gonna make him
OP as shit.
Other people, no, they're gonna make him pay DLC. That's all I'm worried about.
No, they said they're coming out free. They said all the heroes
DLC is free. Yeah.
There's no season pass, but they're gonna have microtransactions.
I hope those microtransactions are just cosmetic.
Or just cosmetic.
Yeah, that's what I hope it's just cosmetic stuff, not like.
But we'll see. EA, so they can fuck.
They'll probably find some way of fucking it up.
Yeah.
I hope they find a way to just make some of the guns. I feel like all the guns shot the same in the first one. Like, put some variety. I know most of them are shooting lasers and shit.
That's true.
But they got to find some way to add some type of variety in the gunplay so that people try out the different. Because I mean, what's the point of me experimenting with all the different kits if there's nothing different between any of them? Titanfall 1 had that same problem.
Yeah.
I think from what I've seen of the gameplay, it looks like they're doing that, but that could just be the abilities of each class, because now that every class has their own specific weapons, like they have like a LMG now, and they have this sort of
brought the chain gun back, dog.
Yeah, the chain gun that the clones use, they brought that in, and there's certain guns that are like,
or if they're struggling, if they're struggling to like implement new gunplay for like different guns, maybe give every character ability. Don't just make special heroes like Rey and Darth Maul. Like maybe the droids can do some type of shock move that shuts down other droids or something like that. I don't know. Like to give everybody special moves. Then I don't know, like something to spice the gameplay up.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I feel
space combat.
That too.
They confirm that though?
Well, I mean, ground to space.
Ground to space. I doubt they're.
I mean, it's in that Battlefront 3 mod.
Yeah. That I did a video about.
Yeah, you did a video.
Is it No Man's Sky?
Oh my god.
It's No Man's Sky. You did that No Man's Sky.
You could go ground to space.
I agree with you, Radon. If they had that would definitely.
So is it a day one purchase for y'all?
If I got to see a little bit more.
Galactic Conquest.
I'll probably that would be make me kind of like, all right, I'm getting it. But the campaign that has me definitely like, I definitely want to play the game. It'll probably be just like what we did last year at TVH, where we just played it for 24 hours, and then if we found out it was trash, we refunded it. So that's probably what I'll do.
That's right. You got the refunds. Okay. Right. An interesting game EA showed during their press conference was this game called A Way Out. It's a split screen game where you have to play co-op with somebody the entire time to break out of prison or something. And even if you're online, it's still split screen. And if you're sitting next to each other, it's split screen. I'm gonna be honest. As a black man, I have no interest in going to jail. I have no interest in getting out of jail. I don't want to go to jail and get anally raped. I don't care anything about jail, so I don't give a fuck about this game. What did y'all think?
Okay, Mr. Tom Dubois.
It's cool that we got another co-op game from EA of all people.
But you want to go to jail?
I'm good. Yeah,
I put in the aspect of it reminds me. It's like Prison Break the game.
I was gonna say that, but it was horribly optimized.
Yeah. So we'll see. It depends. I'm curious to see because these are the guys that did that Brother game. I think you played it, TBH. I think.
Oh yeah. I played Brother. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was really good.
It's the people who made that game, and they did a very interesting way of how they did, I guess, the two brothers. So I'm curious to see if they do something like that for them.
In that game, each brother was controlled on an analog stick. So the big brother was on the top stick, and the little brother on the small stick, and you just solve puzzles that way. It was interesting.
So I'm curious to see how they pull it off.
Yeah, Jay, any opinion?
I don't know, man. Like, it could go really, really south with this one, or it could end up being a dope game. I'm going to hold my judgment until I see more game footage. But if it gets really, really gay, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Your co-op partner.
Did they say what it's rated?
Gotta go save them.
Did they say what it's rated?
No, there's no rating.
Yeah, if it's rated M, it's a pass.
So. So like you said, I don't know, it could go one of two ways, man.
Fleece Johnson is the final boss fight.
It could be worse. Keep in mind, it could be a Ubisoft game, bro, and then they would go and take pictures of the jail and all that sort of shit.
We have the most complex prison we have ever designed. Brick by brick, we have taken a shot.
The combat that
every prison will be procedurally generated.
Every backstory. Oh my God.
All right.
We added a crafting system. You'll be able to craft a whole range of shanks.
You'll be able to craft prison wine in the
We got Need for Speed. Does anybody care about that?
That Need for Speed was actually pretty good.
You mean Burnout?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
That's why it looked good. Pass,
with
nigga.
trash AI though.
Right.
I don't know if you saw
that trash ass
AI. I was mad. They were like, "We have new improved AI." Crash.
Yeah. I played it and I was like, "Why is the AI like? Why do I have to slow down for the AI to catch up to me? So I get destroyed." I'm like, what?
If EA was really some savage, they would have called it Need for Speed Burnout.
But from what I saw, it looks pretty okay. Because I played the latest one. I picked it up last year. It was on sale on the PlayStation Store, so I picked it up. It was only like $10. I mean, it was okay.
It was alright.
I mean,
I have the same reaction to every racing game I ever played. I played the last Need for Speed. I got on that bitch. I did one lap. I said, "Why am I playing this? Why am I going in this circle?" I'm good, bro. I'd never played that game again.
Oh, true. I will say the last Need for Speed gave me like a.
Your voice cut out.
True.
I was saying the last game gave me like a Midnight Club kind of vibe.
Okay.
Need for Speed.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, because it was nighttime all the fucking time.
Like Toronto things.
They need to bring back Midnight Club.
I swear to God, it definitely was in Toronto, brother. Son, I swear, when I found out, because I played it on my boy's Xbox, when I found out that the day and night system was linked to where you are on the map, I was like, what is this, bro? That means if you go up this certain hill, it's daytime. You come down the hill, it's nighttime. And if you go back up the hill, it doesn't matter if a minute's passed or not. Somehow it's magically daytime. Again, I said it's not for me, bro. I'm good.
FIFA 18. Of course, you know that's coming.
I will say
that's chaos.
That's
oh my God.
I like what they did with the what was it? The what's old boy's name? Part of the like their new.
I don't know his name, but the story mode. I don't know you're talking about the black dude.
Yeah. I like what they did with like they got like all the fucking famous football players. They were like, oh yeah, this guy is good. But what I really got out of that is that is the best UK rap song I've ever heard. In that the FIFA 18 trailer.
Yo, chill. We don't want the UK slandering us again.
Nah, he praised them
man.
For whatever
I won't.
we do.
What's up?
What's the name? They said something about the story, or like I think like Alex gets injured or something, or you get traded or something like that. Some drama. I don't know. I don't care. Madden 18, that one's got a story mode now. Looks like EA is finally trying 15 years down the road to put some effort into Madden.
It's a no for me, dog.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I was interested until I looked up what the story is about. The story is all about what happens before you get drafted, but the story is over once you get drafted. I'm like, this is stupid.
So why did they put that story?
So it's a bunch of
NCAA. That's what
I don't know.
They
I was gonna say like it's
because they're no longer doing NCAA. So
they're not.
Yeah, they've been stopped doing. NCAA.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yes, I think 2010 was the last one.
Yeah,
it was.
What? No, it was. I think it was.
No, it was more recent than that.
Like 12 or 13, I think.
Okay.
It was
I think
like around the time where like we started the podcast actually, because I remember talking about this.
Okay.
No, I. Yeah,
Well, let's see. I'll look it up.
That was in 2010. Started the podcast.
But in any case, they stopped doing it. So
yeah, they stopped. It's done.
I guess. Whatever. EA games suck. Besides Battlefront.
Fight night.
And fight. We need a fight night. What are they doing? What are they doing? Especially because they're doing
You know
all these
they
story
trying to
modes
fuck
and the
it up.
damn fight night started
Yeah,
it all.
totally.
They need to bring it back. They're the one that started the story mode in the sports games.
True.
yeah, the last one was 14.
Okay.
Ooh, I was right. Niggas was good.
Yeah, so it was around the time when we do the podcast,
Yeah.
like I said. So,
I forgot, dog.
That's 2013. Yep.
I forgot y'all started the podcast that long ago.
Yep.
So everybody grade EA. Jay, what do you give EA?
I will give them I am a B minus. Like it was just whatever. Like it's EA. It's kind of like a meh type of thing. Like if you're into sports, of course you're gonna love it. But I'm not that into the sports games. I like watching sports more. But like as far as playing games, I only play basketball for real. I'm gonna just be honest on that one. So it was cool. They had some other games that I was like what else on, like Way Out. But and because Anthem. I mean, you don't even show it, but that's them. So it's whatever. Yeah, so I give them a B minus. It's like I don't know why
That's
you all
hella
have
generous.
conferences now, but
I'm saying your grading scale.
You
all
shitted on the Xbox, and you give them
exactly.
a B. You look, your audio ain't matching your visual.
no, but I
Bias right here, boy.
I told you the reason because of Microsoft, though. I already told you the reason because of Microsoft.
I'd give
You said
EA
you're
a
gonna bias
C,
against
boy.
Microsoft?
I don't.
Yeah, I give them a C.
I give them a
What's the
C. I
song?
only like live Battlefront. Other than that, I don't care what else they have to offer. What about
it's a C.
You said C, and I said C. What about you,
Yeah,
Walk?
it is.
I would say I would have gave them a B, but they showed the crew too, so they get a C.
No, the crew is Ubisoft. That's Ubisoft.
That's Ubisoft.
This man ready to
Nah,
So you
slam
gonna
it.
go B?
They get like a. They get
You
like
talking
a
about
C.
Need for Speed?
Yeah, I meant Need. Yeah, no, I just got my. No, it's they get a B. I mean, like there wasn't anything that I was like ew about, but wait, didn't they show Steve DLC?
They did show Steep DLC. They did.
I'm fucking up.
No. They did show.
I'm fucking up.
No, that's Ubisoft. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fucking up. No, they get
This man's ready to slam it.
Y'all just
Ubisoft.
ready.
Always ready.
All right. Actually, that's the next topic. Ubisoft press conference. These press conferences, boy, I tell you, so many.
Man.
Assassin's Creed Origin. Anon, what'd you think?
I've been let down, bro, by the Assassin's Creed series, bro. They've always been letting us down. I mean, y'all told me that this one's better, but we gonna see, bro. I'm a whole judgment until it comes out.
I feel that. JG, what'd you think of Origins?
I mean that the Arrow Bender was pretty fire.
We need an explanation for that. We need.
Oh, for me, not even being an Assassin's Creed fan, this one actually looks okay though. In my book, I'm just going to again reserve judgment because the last ones were like glitch heavy. So if they can actually get it looking right, because you all played it, so obviously I can't really say anything compared to what you all actually played. But it actually looked okay for me, just being on the outside in. Looking at it, so I might actually pick this one up again, pending how the game is actually optimized.
Yeah,
and I want to play. It's cool playing some Light Black. So
True.
I mean, the world.
They're not whitewashing.
Yeah, the world is. Well, Ubisoft loves black people, low key.
They do.
We got Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, then we got this. The black guy from Far Cry 5. I mean, they low-key love black people.
Black Cypher.
I think the world is
the
beautiful in
black
the new Assassin's Creed. I definitely like the environment. It's kind of hard to gauge the new character Bayek because we only got to play like 30 minutes. So it's kind of hard to gauge his personality. But he seems more serious.
Did you check the comments of that video, by the way?
Nah, what were they saying?
Somebody really argued with us, or not argued, but somebody insinuated that when we were talking about we didn't like his voice, they insinuated you didn't like his voice or you didn't like that he was Muslim. I was like, wait, he's Muslim? Like, I didn't even know.
I mean, they're in his voice, so yeah.
I had no clue he was Muslim. I didn't even think that. And that one second,
but what is the correlation between religion and voice? Please,
because I have
please let me slander this.
He said, "I'm going to the comment section right now."
Yeah, about to go slander this man. Like I was like for 5 minutes, like, wait, what's the core? How does his voice? I don't know.
Hold on. If the game takes place in ancient Egypt, how would he be Muslim in the first place? Didn't they believe in like their own gods?
Yahweh.
Well, some of them were Muslim. What is it? Islam. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm correct about this.
Why are we talking about religion? That had nothing to do with it.
Can we get off this?
Anyways, we ain't talking about religion, but anyways, I didn't like his voice. That was what I was trying to make. I think his voice was kind of.
It was whatever. I was whatever about it.
Yeah, it was like ish.
I like that arena mode.
Fucking liberals.
Mountain Blade had that.
The liberals will deal with you.
Mountain Blade had what?
An arena mode.
Okay.
Why are you gonna do that, dog?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say it was new. I just said I liked it.
I feel you. I'm just saying. You
know. The new combat system in Origins was interesting. It's kind of Witcher, Dark Souls-y, kind of more fast paced. I wasn't mad at it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I got to play more with it, maybe get more weapons. I didn't get a chance to play with the bow and arrow. You did eat those. What do you think?
It works.
It works. There you go. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to gauge games like that because they're open world. They only give you 30 minutes to play with it, so it's kind of hard to judge it. But based off what I played, I'm more interested in it than I was. What was it, Assassin's Creed Steamboat Edition? What was that shit called?
Oh yeah,
Steam Willie.
Unity? No, not Unity.
Syndicate.
It's Syndicate.
Yeah, I'm more interested in this than Syndicate.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's so many fucking games.
Assassin's Creed.
We'll see. It won a lot of best of award shows. So best of whatever IGN says, right? What about Far Cry 5? What do you guys think of Far Cry 5? I feel it.
I mean, it looks better than Primal, but that's not really saying much.
Nigga, everything looks better than Primal. It was fucking ass, bro.
Jay, did you have any opinion on Far Cry 5? I said Primal, Far Cry 5.
After seeing the gameplay, I'm not as excited as I was at first. I'm hoping that the story is just super fire because I might end up skipping on it, to be honest. It did kind of look like the other Far Cries, and I don't know, maybe I was expecting something a little bit different. It's from what I saw, I was like, yeah.
It was good, but it's one of those. But it wasn't like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like I'm picking this up day one. It's good to where it's like, let's see what else comes out around that time. If there's nothing else coming out, then I'll pick it up. But it's definitely Far Cry. Like it's still formulaic. I would say what made it good though is the actual world and like the story, the characters. It was funny. It was interesting. It was different. It's the environment that makes it interesting. I think.
How was it funny?
The redneck dude.
Redneck Redemption.
Yeah, the redneck dude.
Oh.
You didn't encounter him?
I didn't find them funny. I found them stupid, but yeah.
I find rednecks funny. What's the name?
I'm pretty sure we do.
The bottom line is what's going to carry this game is its personality. It's not going to be the gameplay. The gameplay was solid, but it's still very much Far Cry.
That shit is Far Cry. Keep it in the family edition.
Pretty much. And like
it was rednecks.
I don't know if everybody saw it, but me and Ethos did a first impressions video. If you were worried if this has anything to do with race, it has nothing to do with race. It's about crazy cultist people. It has nothing to, I don't know why anybody thought it had to do about racism. Yeah, so all you fucking liberals.
I mean, it doesn't, but it does because of religious cult.
Dog, how you gonna do that, dog?
I'm just saying, though.
No, don't just make shit work. Stop.
Goddamn liberal. The crew too. Does anybody care?
Skip. Skip.
You know what's funny? When we went to the Ubisoft lounge, right? I saw that was the first game I saw on display. The Crew 2. I remember I turned to Ethos and Siggy. I was like, "Why they make this shit? Like, who asked for this, bro?" Like,
I remember when they made that good announcement where everybody was so hyped. And I just went, they literally made it because it made them good profits, surprisingly so.
Well, you got $100 DLC cards.
Let me find out it's got a strong community.
Which
one of y'all niggas in the chat bought the Crew?
Put
I
it
will
in
say
the
the
chat.
only thing I liked about the Crew 2 is that there's planes in it, and I'm a sucker for planes, so but that's it. I'm not gonna fucking buy the game for fucking planes. Nigga, I can just play Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I feel it.
or Ace Combat.
Somebody said Ace.
Yeah, I honestly thought you said Ace as an Ace.
No, Ace Combat.
Yeah, L Combat.
That's a fire.
Oh, no. What's the name? What about South Park: The Fractured Butthole?
Boy, this shit
that'll be
better
fun.
come out, boy.
It's to the point where it's like, can it just come out? This is the third E3 it's appeared.
This is the third E3, boy.
We played it. It was cool, but at the same time, it was just like, can this game just come out?
Can I play the full game? Yeah.
Right. Ubisoft came out with their own version of Sea of Thieves called Skull and Bones. As you guys know, I don't give a fuck about pirates. Do you? No? Okay. This one was a sleeper, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I was surprised by this one.
True.
I would.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
I'm definitely interested in this one because the original it's a cult classic.
Original one was underrated.
I've never played it.
It was one of the few
played it
Ubisoft games that was actually very unique.
Well, you got to keep in mind this is pre-Assassin's Creed Ubisoft.
This
is Prince of Persia. This is Prince of Persia Ubisoft.
This is back with Persia and the rest of them. When Ubisoft actually made creative shit,
Right.
True.
I think that was one of the most surprising things coming out of it. And then you got Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is another sleeper gem coming out of E3. If you love XCOM, if you love Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics, throw some Mario in there. You're gonna love this game.
My bad. Can we go back to Beyond Good and Evil just right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
There was the fucking video. I was rolling, dog. Why they give my man the British bogey had the most fucked up team, dog?
Oh no.
Also, what was the first game about? Because this joint came out when I was fucking 4 years old, dog.
God damn.
Damn.
What's the name? I didn't actually beat the first game. I only played a little bit of it. I just remember I liked it. That's all. Like it was a long time ago.
I will say I'm into the. I'm looking at
kid.
I'm looking into the second one.
I was probably playing Smash Bros. as well.
After I saw the gameplay on the GI app, I was like, oh, this looks kind of flying around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I actually got the first one again on PC. They gave it away for free on the
it was free on PC.
Definitely need to go back and play it again because I don't remember. I just remember it's one of those games I remember I liked it, but I don't remember why. It was a long time ago. Like I said, Mario Rabbids Kingdoms, it was cool. Any opinion on anything, Jay, before we give them a grade?
The Mario Rabbids game?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot one more game.
What'd I forget?
Skull and Bones.
I said that.
He talked about
Did you bring it up?
And we all said nobody cares about pirates.
Damn.
I mean, no. I mean, I'll check it out just because I feel like I was the only person who liked Assassin's Creed 4, and it's just the ship combat from Assassin's Creed 4. But I'm not excited about it.
The devs literally told us that's how it was created. By the way, Anon.
Of course.
Oh, all right. So then, yeah.
This is Ubisoft.
Come on now. Yeah. Come on. I knew this. Yeah.
They said you love Assassin's Creed 4. We're gonna give it its own spinoff.
We made its own game. Yeah.
What did you say? You said Assassin's Creed 4 had the best ship combat ever.
Ubisoft said we don't got. Ubisoft said we can reuse our assets. Oh, okay. Remix.
But Mario Rabbids, I mean, from what you all are raving, it's a good game. I was looking at the gameplay and it looked okay. I'm not a XCOM fan though, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll like it, but I'm trying to figure out though who they're trying to really market it to, because obviously Mario and Rabbids are for the kids, but for what you all were saying, it wasn't really that easy of a game. So
yeah, that's the problem with the game. It's not a kids game, but it looks like one.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. So again, I don't know like who they're really trying to market that one to, but yeah, for all the people like XCOM or games similar to that, I think it'll be cool for them. But
I think it'll be okay because it's still a good game, even though it's hard. The kids will still like it because it's a good game.
But Knack had the same problem where it looks like a kid's game, but it's not because it was difficult. But Knack failed because it was just a fucking shitty game. So Mario Rabbids is cool.
Get the kids, you gotta learn how to get good.
Yeah, you're just gonna. As a kid, you're just gonna have to get good. But nobody wants to get good at Knack. Anyway, Waka, what do you give Ubisoft a grade?
They can get a C because they still showed Just Dance. They showed Steep.
You see, you notice how I left that off the list. I don't know why you brought it up.
I know. That's why you see and they showed the crew too. I mean, to be honest, like Far Cry 5 and Beyond Good and Evil 2 are like they're really only kind of saving grace. Yeah, so they get a C middle of the road.
Okay. A9, what do you get Ubisoft?
It's a C, bro. It was meh. It was meh for me. Didn't really show anything I cared about.
It was meh. Jay, what do you give Ubisoft?
C- next.
Ethos.
Give it a C.
I feel that. I'll give him a C plus, just because Mario Rabbids was a surprise. So I'll give him the plus. And Assassin's Creed was okay. Moving on to Bethesda. Can we just briefly talk about why does this conference exist? Like,
I can understand last year because they had big announcements and shit. But like before this shit happened, I was like, nigga, what are they gonna talk about? Because they released Dishonored 2, they released Prey. Like honestly, I was thinking in my head, I was like, the only thing they could really discuss is like DLC, which is what they fucking did.
Yeah. They did announce Wolfenstein 2 or what's it called?
Yeah, the next
Wolfenstein
one.
3, the new Colossus.
What did y'all think of that?
Jay?
Fire.
Did you say gay? What did you say?
Jay?
I said Jay.
Oh, I thought you said gay. I was like, oh, okay.
Wolfenstein 2 is fire. Like, I don't know why I really started liking those games, but I like it. Like, the story is fucking fire. I like the gameplay as well. Like the shooting mechanics, and like again, the story is decent. So, I know somebody was asking me as soon as I started talking about it, like, you go do a walkthrough for that, so I might do a walkthrough. I felt like I was the only person.
That's
you beat that game, TBH?
You did.
No, I couldn't get into it. Like it was just a regular first person shooter to me.
JG, this is pretty much gonna be your Doom. Like how I felt like I was the only one who actually like played with and really fuck with Doom. Like,
excuse you.
Wolfenstein is yours. I mean, it took you months, and I was telling you it was fire the entire time.
There's too many games coming out. You remember what's coming out when Doom came out?
I suppose, bro.
That's why I skipped it too, to be honest, because it was too much shit.
See, timing is everything. Some games you just ain't gonna play because you got to make a choice.
Really is. But I'm definitely copping Wolfenstein too.
So what was so special about it?
The beginning in a freaking wheelchair shooting niggas up. Like, come on,
that's pretty fire.
I guess.
Blasphemous is a beast.
See in the Quake game?
Yeah, I play with him.
Tell him how you think about that, dude.
Yeah, Quake Champions.
Quake Champions. I got humble real quick when I came back home, but
when
I was at E3 though. When I was at E3 at BA,
played a bunch of journalists.
Oh, no, it's just regular dude. Just a regular.
Oh,
dude.
they was trash. Okay.
Oh yeah, they were super trash. I was freaking destroying them. But Quake is like the nostalgia thing. Again, like it just brings me back to the days of when things were simple in shooters, the arena shooters, the Twitch shooters. I loved it, man. Like I don't have anything bad to say about it. Like if you like those type of games or just like want straight up like skill based shooters, like Quake is for you. Like, and I do. At first, I thought that like the different characters and their special moves are going to be annoying, and for some characters it kind of was, but still, like you can get past it again if you're good. But shit, boy, them dudes who I faced when I came back home and downloaded Quake, oh my god, they were on this game forever, destroying me. That was I got humbled, like I said, boy, it was terrible. But I'm a cop it though. I'm a cop it.
How much is it? I thought it was free to play.
It's free.
Is it?
Yeah, it's free game.
Like for good?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I thought it was just in beta until it came out.
I wouldn't pay for that.
Well, all right. Well,
You said you suck at shooters? True.
Is Ace in this podcast? What are you talking about?
Well, whenever
Have you seen me on the Battleground
beta,
ticket?
whenever it comes out of beta, then.
That's true. You actually shoot at people when they come through doors. You're right.
My God.
What's the name? It looks like a fun, like, simple stream game. I don't know how much time I would invest in Quake Champions because, like, maybe I guess I wanted them to add something to the formula, but it's definitely just it's nostalgia. It doesn't really seem there's nothing new going on in Quake Champions.
Yeah. Is it going to be like they're going to try to get back into the esports scene with that one?
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it was really catering to.
Any other Quake fans in here?
Yeah, I've played it before, JG.
Oh, excuse
This
me.
guy.
Yeah, you did because I didn't know it was out. Boy.
Yeah,
I
he didn't
didn't
know.
that
He was
out.
like, "Can I play this?" I was like, "Nigga, I've been playing this for like weeks now." It's cool. I like it. I was actually able to kill people. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of tryhards on it because it's closed beta. I know some people were complaining, like they said the servers were really bad, but like when I was playing it in the closed session, it was running perfectly fine. So I guess they just got to work on these servers and fix the problems.
There's just no matchmaking right now, so
Yeah, that's what I heard. But
yeah.
when I was playing,
you just get thrown into matches way, and like I said, these dudes be playing forever. So
yeah, it's a bunch of old Quake tryhards and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed
40-year-old
it.
gamer blowing off the dust on the keyboard there.
Pretty much. But it feels like Quake through and through. We got that old school vibe. Added some like modern conventions. I know some people were like, "Oh, this is Overwatch." It's not even close to Overwatch. Not even close.
Why
But,
would you compare it to Overwatch?
Because like there's special abilities. Like there's like an alt ability, like similar to Overwatch's, like for each of their characters. And they added personalities.
it's a cooldown. So
No,
Overwatch
it's
was
the first game
I
to
would
ever
compare
create
it to
ability.
Overwatch and-
Yeah,
exactly, right.
But the games are vastly different, and I just love the speed of the game too. So I'll definitely be playing it.
Maybe we can get a tournament going or something. Possibly, we'll see.
Ooh, yeah, maybe a GI tournament.
Right.
So,
Ain't
so we really
Walker?
got some skills, boy.
Anybody care about
You
Quake?
said niggas about to be exposed.
Either one of y'all care about Quake?
Oh, I care about Quake. Yeah, I mean, I like Unreal Tournament, so I'll pick it up.
Does this have a vehicle mode in it like Unreal?
No,
Nah.
it's
Man.
straight infantry.
Damn. I don't know, bro. Well, whatever. Let's see other Bethesda shit. The Evil Within 2. I don't care about this game.
Yeah.
I never cared for the first one either.
You know, something about running and fighting evil people or something. I'm not into this demonic shit. Right. Oh, let's talk about Creation Club. They announced that Ethos. What's that? I know I'm gonna let you take it forward on this one. You wanted to talk about this. How you feel about the Creation Club that they announced?
They think they slick, but they not. They basically, this is paid mods 2.0. Because they were talking about, oh, there's credits and you'll get these credits for like playing the games and stuff like that, and then you can download new mods with these credits. But then someone noticed as well when their presentation, if you zoomed in, there was actually an option in their menu to buy credits with money. So this is some microtransaction bullshit they trying to do to basically get mods behind a sort of paywall. Don't listen to them niggas. They bullshit. But that's on they bullshit. So don't fall for it.
Aren't these quote unquote mods being made by Bethesda?
I don't know.
I think so.
Are they?
I could have swore I heard that. Because if they're being made by Bethesda, how is it a mod? It's DLC.
Not. It's yeah.
I don't. First of all, who's playing Fallout 4? Who?
I actually was playing it yesterday.
Well, you're a nerd.
I was playing it yesterday.
But
I
does
stopped
Fallout
playing it.
does Fallout still have that strong enough community where they can introduce like this?
Oh,
new
yeah.
thing?
Oh, yeah.
has
They're
a
my
very strong
community.
still.
Here's the
Sky-
thing:
people still
Bethesda
play
games
Skyrim,
are always Bethesda. Well, Skyrim's different. I would argue that people like
It's weird. It's different.
No. I would argue that people like the medieval setting more than the apocalyptic setting.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. When is it supposed to come out?
You said who?
I said, when is it supposed to come out? These quote unquote mods.
I have no fucking clue. It seems like they were just showing it. But don't let them fool you, dog. Bethesda on some fuckery. That's all that is. Keep your eye
I
out
wasn't
for
gonna
that
buy
shit.
this shit anyway. Or whatever. They also announced Doom VR. Does anybody care?
Nope.
No.
Next.
All right. Moving on to the PC conference, aka the NightQuil conference. The one announcement that came out of the PC conference: Player Unknown adds vaulting. Weather?
Yes,
Weather?
that's great.
Thank
That's
God,
great.
bro.
Thank
Weather?
the fucking Lord.
No, but let's just talk about how pathetic. That's the only thing that was even worth talking coming out of the damn conference.
Yeah,
That was the
This
best
man
thing coming out of the
TH.
conference.
only put fucking this one thing under PC on the notes, boy.
We are slandering the fucking
what
$1
about Lawbreakers?
million. What about them?
They gave a release date in
August 8th. Who cares? I mean, other than
Yeah,
they didn't show no new gameplay. What you want to talk about a release date, nigga?
No.
I will say though that I watched the trailer before we
no.
started the podcast for the vaulting and Player Unknown. That's actually going to completely change the game because niggas was jumping out of the window. Like, imagine getting into a team fight in a house
I could beat Tom Cruise.
and tumbling out the window and then and flanking them and shit. It's going to change the way the game plays completely. So that'll be interesting. But it's just a shame that there wasn't much to talk about coming out of the PC shit.
Tom Cruise.
And that's all I got on my show notes, other than the closing conversation. I wanted to talk
Did we
about.
grade Bethesda? If you want.
Oh yeah, they get a D. Well, go ahead, y'all. Bethesda grades. What are y'all giving them?
Yeah, it's a D, bro. It didn't have to be a conference. They could have literally just fucking put their shit
On the Xbox or
at
Sony.
E3. Yeah, it's something.
You know,
Yeah,
it'll be different.
D.
Yeah, they get a big fat F from me. They didn't need to. They didn't need to be there. They really.
I
didn't.
guess their coolest thing was that like carnival thing outside.
Man, that Bethesda Land shit was bullshit.
Bethesda
dog.
Land. Yeah.
We don't got no games, but we have a carnival. Bethesda Land.
Oh,
Nah.
we didn't talk about Devolver.
The what?
I mean,
Devolver.
What did they announce?
They announced I think like 2 games. The one the guys that made Hammerwatch are making another game that looks Hammerwatch-esque. And I forgot the other name. It's like it looks like the other game they announced looked like Fury, but yeah.
I
forgot the name of it,
didn't
though.
even know they announced any games. I thought they were just parodying other conferences.
they get an A for
They
presentation
were, but
because
they
that shit was
actually-
funny as fuck.
That was funny as fuck, dog. Like at first I was like, is this shit real? And then after like the second time I was like, oh okay, this is cool. Oh, okay, that's shit was hilarious.
I feel that. For PC, I give them an F minus.
Damn.
Damn.
Because I fell asleep for like a good 30 minutes, and then we actually walked out before it even ended. Shout out to Ethos and Anon for braving the rest of the PC conference. They actually stayed the whole way. The rest of us left.
We never gonna talk about that.
That shit was awful, bro.
And,
They didn't even end with anything fucking interesting, bro. What a fucking
Ancient
waste
Empires.
of time.
Next year, we just going to
Time.
get breakfast. We skipping that shit.
Yeah.
I give them an L plus because they gave us breakfast.
Oh yeah, they just gave
That
us
is
bagels.
true.
Yo,
And
no,
box
no,
of the
no,
water.
no. Their breakfast was terrible.
It doesn't
That
matter
shit
though. They
was
gave us
awful,
breakfast.
bro.
They gave y'all
Cool. I
something
had
at
bagels,
least, though,
nigga,
like-
and juice. I was cool.
But no, it was
Fuck
no.
that.
They still get an
I
F
could've
minus
gone
because there
to
was nowhere to
IHOP.
sit.
I could have gone to IHOP.
It was nowhere to sit.
Microsoft give y'all food? Microsoft give y'all food?
No, they gave us games though.
Exactly. They gave us a good conference, boy.
Right. A competent
water.
conference.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
boy.
that shit was.
We was in a
And-
PC
and no,
conference.
I know
They were
it.
talking about the deals that they made. Like,
Right.
what? Who cares? bro?
ESL is
PC
getting
conference.
exclusive chipsets and shit. Like,
Yeah,
who
PC conference
cares?
was about esports. It was all about
Bruh,
esports.
They showed a
man.
trailer for Shadow of War, which they talked about the entire conference. Yo, Shadow of War, we're gonna show Shadow of War, Shadow of War, Shadow of War.
And it was
Oh,
a
what
fucking
was
cutscene.
Trailer. Yeah, it was a cutscene. It was a cutscene.
Fucking cutscene.
Are you
Hey, but
serious?
Yes.
Peep how they announced the new i9 chipsets, right? And they go all
Yeah.
into all these specs. It can do this. You can stream that. It's such a powerful CPU. He gets to the end, don't even talk about the price point. He says, go to the website and buy it. Nigga, can't nobody afford that $5,000 CPU. Get the fuck off the stage,
Price
nigga.
point.
Exactly.
We knew
Bring
how
it
much
back.
it was. We knew how much it was.
It's the fucking
Wait, is it
Ryzen.
really
It's like-
$5,000?
It starts
Yes.
at 2,000, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus.
And there's like 5 different tiers. It goes up to like fucking 5. Yeah, I think so. That shit's
Those
expensive
are
as
not
fuck.
expensive as hell.
They get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Until they bring them shits down to a reasonable price, you got me.
Jesus.
Console gamers who feel some type of way about PC gamers, you have every right to slander Intel. They on some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Now you really gonna be making $12,000 PCs with that one.
Damn,
Oh.
dog. Just for the CPU, though?
Just for the CPU.
So
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a crazy powerful CPU, but that price point is
nigga, this shit,
especially with AMD is
this shit better make me breakfast, nigga. This shit better clean my house.
Yeah, they're basically handing victory over to AMD with the Ryzen series coming.
Sony and Intel are on the same bullshit this year.
It's a no for me, dog.
Fuck boys come first.
All right, I wanted to end the conversation with the E3 2017 experience. What did you guys feel like? Let's talk about from the viewer's perspective, Waka. Like, how did you feel? Like, the good, the bad, the ugly. How could they improve?
Year was ass.
Damn.
How you straight up, like, dog, it was so ass.
Let
like
me
this
know.
year, I don't know what it was. It was ass, dog. Like most of the people, most of like the big press conferences, most of them shits were fucking either sequels or DLC. Like, the main thing I want out of E3 is, like, give us the new shit. Give us the new IPs. Or give us, like, the reboots of some, like, old shit that you're, like Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like, that's acceptable. But, dog, you need to just rehash bullshit.
Can we get a Spyro HD collection? Who the fuck asked for Crash?
Boy,
Yeah.
there you go.
Ooh, don't say that.
There you go.
Nah, it's hella people ask for Crash. I don't know.
I haven't heard nobody ask for Spyro. I've heard a lot of people ask for Crash. But I want Spyro.
I mean, I would want
Jack and
Spyro
Dexter.
too, but
Yeah, we get Jack and Dexter though, so I guess.
But yeah, it was very lackluster this year from your perspective, in my opinion.
All right.
So like, you fall asleep at all the conferences watching them?
Damn, they're fucking almost done. Fucking call myself dozing off and shit.
What's the name? I will say that it was lackluster because if you were actually there,
I feel bad for y'all, dog.
a lot of vendors pulled out, so we pretty much saw everything. It's a 3-day event. We pretty much saw everything we needed to see the first day. Like, it wasn't like that the past two other
And that was the
past
worst
2 other
day
years.
too.
Yeah, and it was super. It was literally like in the South Hall, the Xbox. Microsoft took up half of the South Hall, and all they had to show was not a bunch of games, but the Xbox One X in a glass, and with a big ass bright light on it. So there was nothing to see in the South Hall. I don't even remember what was in the West. Like, it was just the fans paid a lot of money to get there, and there was literally like nothing to see really. Like, it was weak as fuck.
Exactly.
And as far as the experience goes, you know, if they open it to the public next year and any of y'all in the chat choose to attend, if you see media shooting a video, could you please not fucking walk in front of the camera? Thank you.
I saw
Or you will
that.
get
I was
punched.
like,
Or you get fucking punched.
Yeah, because some niggas almost got their ass beat at E3, bro.
I saw that. I was like, damn, y'all niggas just gonna walk in front of the camera like that? Like, damn. Bro.
How hard is it to walk around? Like, just be mindful of where you're going.
But I mean, then again, you're talking about American. Fucking nowhere else.
Right.
What did y'all think about the E3 experience, Jay?
I hate that I fucking got sick, to be honest, because like I was already done. As soon as I got sick, I was just like not into anything, and that first day really, really pissed me off with them starting at 12 instead of 10. Like, that was already like just left a bad taste in my mouth.
You gotta explain. You gotta give them context, though.
Yeah. So when we ended up going the first day, we were like, okay, we're so used to going at 10. I don't even know why they started at 12, to be honest, but they only let exhibitors in, the people who actually had the booths or whatever, and everybody else had to stay out, including media. So we were like, what the hell? There were lines literally out the door, and to get into the West Hall, the line going to the West Hall went all the way to the South Hall. It was so many people, like, just giving you perspective, that's how many people were there. It was crazy. So we had to sit there for like 2 hours and just twiddle our thumbs until we could freaking get in. And when we got in, we couldn't even get to our appointments. Like, it was so bad. So that was just terrible. And then like the later days were okay, a little bit better, especially Thursday, but it was still so many damn people there, and I was just done because it, like, we did get to play more AAA games and we got more networking opportunities, yeah, but just as far as like how many actual people, as far as like different games we got to talk to, it was nowhere near what it was. They didn't really cater to the indie people at all, and it was just a lot of wasted space. So it was really, really bad this year, and like the conferences were equally as bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Like, I seen in one E3 cringe comp, it was like 2 or 3 dudes. I think it was like IGN or GameSpot. They were at EA Play, and they were doing a presentation on camera. And the 2 dudes jumped on the camera and like started talking, and they was like
life is great or some shit like what a time to be alive. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm doing something, if I'm doing something, you jump in front of the camera like that, you reserve the right to get your ass beat, bro. Like it was a lot of inconsiderate, and that's what happens when they open it to the public. They didn't have any type of set rules. They should have put like some rules up that be like, hey, media's gonna be here, they're gonna be working. Please be respectful of them working. And I didn't see any of that. It was the wild wild west out there, fam.
Damn, man.
How'd you feel, Anon?
Man, that shit was fucking annoying. Too many goddamn people. But yeah, networking wise, we got a lot of stuff done. And I mean, like, it was good, but I feel like that was partially due to the fact that we had all the staff there and shit, so we were able to cover everything. But I didn't like. They definitely got that L with the media gets in at 12, but exhibitors get in at 10. I think moving forward, it should be media can get in like early, like I'd say maybe like 9 to 11, and then at 11 everybody else gets in all 3 days. That way the media has time to do whatever they got to do in the beginning. But I wouldn't even recommend anybody who's not media to go to E3. You're gonna go there and stand in line all day, and you think I'm joking until you go there. You're not media. You're gonna stand in line all day. By the time you get to the game you want to play, you won't even care anymore because your feet are gonna hurt and the shit's gonna suck. Because think about it like this: if a gameplay demo is about 15 minutes and they have 10 computers set up and there's 300 people in line and you're the 301st,
boy.
That's another thing. Yeah, they didn't have enough stations. Like, yeah, it's like 10 computers, bro. 300 people line. That's crazy.
The equivalent is like having a PS4 and trying to download something off of PSN store for like a hot game that just came out. It's like that level of waiting. But you can't leave. You got to stare at the screen.
We saw exhibitors and developers hiding in the back because it was that bad.
Yeah, that we had 3 interviews in like back corners in these little cubicles and shit like that, and it was just like the developers never used to do that. But hey,
dude, like I remember we went over to the Square booth and we talked to the community manager. It was like, yo, we trying to get an interview. I think it was like for Agents of Mayhem or something. And he was like, oh man, the developers, they're hiding in the back. They're tired. Like they want to go home. Like they're tired of this shit. And he's like, we love the fans, but at the same time, they'll talk your head off. And it's like, what's the benefit of the developer talking to some random guy if he's not going to get any sales out of the game? Like you might get a sale out of that one fan, but that press person can push it out to multiple people. If you know what I mean? So it was like, it was pretty bad.
It's not that type of conference.
Exactly.
It's not a convention. People don't understand it's a trade show / expo. It's a big ass networking event, basically. Yeah. They're hiding. LOL. Yeah.
They were.
That's the reality of the shit. Motherfuckers. A lot of people went home day 2, actually.
Day 3, there was like way less people.
They're like, why even stay here if I'm going to just wait in line? I'm not mad at you.
Hashtag make E3 great again. So, I mean, I'm not mad at them opening to the public. I think they just need to organize it better. Do it like Gamescom. We'll see how it plays out next year.
Yeah, once I found out about how Gamescom does it, I'm like, well, that's love right there. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Hey, GI goes to Gamescom. Let's get it.
I'm broke.
Exactly.
You're broke right now. Next year. Gamescom.
Yeah, that's all I got on my show notes. And to be honest, I'm tired of fucking talking.
Same.
I'm hungry as hell.
I'm gonna get food too. Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this one up. It's been over 2 hours anyway. So this has been Gaming Illuminati episode 62. Since you are the guest, Walker, you got the floor. What's your closing statement for episode 62? Go.
I just gotta, I appreciate GI. Fucking these niggas, like they cater to my time schedule and shit. I don't know many other people doing that or even having a Patreon to get on their podcast and shit. Yeah. Oh, can I shout out one of directly?
Sure.
Go for it.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the fucking sub Discord. Y'all niggas be cracking me up. Fucking like May, like even King Batch, Stanley, all y'all niggas. Y'all niggas in my day. And also shout out to the homie my cousin Isaiah. He's got his, check it out. They're pretty funny. It's called Bruh with Z and Eric. The how you spell bruh and then fucking the letter Z and then Eric with a K. Check it out if you want to. It's pretty funny.
They said, what time is it for you?
Right now, it is almost 6 o'clock in the morning.
God damn.
Wow.
Yeah, we kept you up late. I'm sorry.
No, it's good, dog. I took my ass to bed at fucking 10. Got myself a good 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Got that power now.
Oh, so you was ready.
Yeah, boy.
He was ready,
I feel that, yo.
I
He was ready for
it. But I was ready for the first
Had the
one.
alarm clock and everything.
Yeah, it was, but anyway, yeah, I got my shit figured out. But yeah, shout out to GI, dog. Obviously, if hit up that Patreon, hit up the Patreon, donate, anything helps. But yeah, shout out to GI. They out here doing the big shit.
That's if you want to appear on the show, that's patreon.com/GI update. It's actually below the video player. Click that orange image if you guys want to check it out. Ethos, you got the floor. Episode 62. What's your closing statement? Go.
Man, thanks everybody for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Matter of fact, I got my own E3 announcement. I just want to say that right now, my video just went live about the shit we was just talking about with E3. So if you actually want to see behind the scene footage of this fuckery, you can see it now on my channel already up.
I forgot you were recording that whole time when you was with me.
Hey, no, I got a legit video. It's uploaded. It's gone.
Sure.
All right, but thanks everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Hey, A9, you got the floor. What's your closing statement? Episode 62, go.
Gang, Mountain Blade 2 is my personal favorite game to come out of E3 this year. That shit gonna be fire. Check it out. And EP, You're a Messi, coming soon. Gang.
Hey.
Yeah, you're in it, Flock.
Yeah, and Jay, what's your closing statement for tonight's episode? Go.
I appreciate all y'all that have been checking out all the content. We still got some more videos as far as vlogs are concerned, because I know y'all eat that up. So
I think Black's got a couple of interviews too.
We've got,
Black got some stuff too. So we still have more stuff, just overall more stuff. So so be expecting that stuff. Shout out to y'all, all y'all who tuned in right now, and all the people that will be watching it later once it's uploaded and stuff. And as far as Patreon, we're doing really good. We ended up actually hitting one of the goals, so that's really dope. So we can just keep growing and consider supporting, and we will try to hit up some more events. Hopefully, a little bit later this year, maybe PAX West. Maybe.
All that bullshit. And my closing statement, once again, please check your Patreon messages. You never know if I messaged you something with something. Other than that, I'm tired of talking. So just know the show is available on the go. iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Store. We have the app available for download on iOS and Android. If you got a Windows phone, upgrade your life, nigga. And other than that, this has been Gaming Illuminati episode 62. Everybody, peace out. We gone.